Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Polly, Drunken, and Snoot. It'd be great if they were on time. Hey dude, should we have some news? Copper Squad by Jacqueline. Come and join the Goose Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Oh, yes! Hello, and welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand. And it's Monday, my dudes! Which means your host is your favourite drunken uncle. It's me! Drunken Uncle, and I'm joined, as always, by my colonial co-host and collaborator, my patriotic pal, as Sinatra says.
Yeah.
Yep. He just went, yeah, and that was it.
Hold on. Let me restart my microphone thing. Hold on.
Okay, no problem. You wonderful people of the chat may have noticed that there isn't a polynub right there. We don't know. We don't know. He might show up, as is his want, and he might not show up, as is his want. But for the meantime, we're just going to carry on. We can't wait forever. Oh, well, I mean, we can, but what a waste of time that would be. Who have we got out there in the chat, though? Yo!
Better?
I guess so. I don't know. It could have been my internet was fine. So, all the news I went through, it would just go, all right, here's your page, and it's just a blank page. And I'd have to refresh, and then things came up again. So,
I got to do that from time to time.
I don't know what's going on with that. Sinatra, actually, he texted me earlier on saying his internet had just gone kaput, and he had someone coming out. I'm assuming you're on the phone going, but it's an emergency!
Well, that's the thing, is I have, where I'm at now, it's commercial internet, so I get a priority thing.
Oh, I like a bit of priority.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, we'll get someone out there by 6, and I said, the sooner the better.
Yeah.
And they were gone by 10 minutes ago.
It was all sorted as well, which is beautiful considering on Sinatra's time it starts at 5:30. And he came into the Discord and said, yo, and I went, oh my god, I was not expecting this. I was pleasantly
Oh, that is your
surprised.
internet, actually.
Did my internet cut out again?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, Discord does that to me from time to time, but hey, I mean, as long as the chat can hear me, it's alright. You should have heard it on Friday, mate. It was like me and fucking Sam were chatting and Polly couldn't hear any of us. I don't know what was going on, but we sounded fine. He said, Polly, restart your Discord. He went, no, I don't want to. Okay. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
How was your weekend, my man?
Great.
Ooh!
I left Friday mid-afternoon, and I just unplugged. Except for that little bit I talked to you Saturday. I completely unplugged until I got home yesterday around 3. Dude, I needed that little getaway. I've had a real rough year. And I just needed that little bit of time, and I did the day drinking and the whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, Sinatra, people of the chat, Sinatra sent me a video of a man dancing to Get Low. And he was giving it some, dude.
Yeah, that dude was having a blast. There was a twerk contest at the hotel we were staying at.
Yeah, how did that... Because you sent me a photo of you wearing a T-shirt that said, I love sluts. And it said,
dude, I must have had like 50 people asked to take pictures of me, with me.
It was a sterling piece of work. But you said, this is my T-shirt for the twerk contest. Did you partake in the twerking contest?
I most certainly did not. I was just a casual observer.
Oh my god, because I was going to have words with you about that. Just like, Sin, I don't think we can be friends anymore.
Well, it wasn't until earlier this year that I actually started to be the owner of an ass. But I'm not used to it yet.
I thought you were going to say the owner of a twerking wife.
No, I've had that for a couple of years now.
Right. So one of my favourite bits is Sinatra sent me 2 videos of this guy dancing by the pool. And I mean, yeah, the set, dance like no one's watching. He was being watched by a lot of people. And he didn't give a shit. He was just fucking getting involved. And so now, Sin would pan to the left and show me, everyone by the pool having a great time. And then panned to the other side just to show me Shelley's ass. Led next to him.
Yeah, she was just getting suntan. I got sunburnt.
I can see that, yeah.
I'm retarded.
Yeah.
No, I'm not retarded, actually.
Yeah, I mean, well.
Sunblock is retarded. Because I lathered myself in sunblock, and then I got in the hot tub, and I leaned back. So all the sunblock right under, like right above where my belly button is, all got washed away. And then the sun got reflected right there. So now I have one giant sunburn spot right on my belly.
Is it in a perfect line?
It damn near might as well be.
Oh, amazing. I see. I'd love to see that, but once again, you know, we have a sunless summer here in the sunny UK. It's been real. It's been a real one. A sunless UK? Summer. The sunless UK. I'm saying sunny UK, ironically.
I know. That's why I said sunless UK.
Yeah. Well, that was unironic.
It was just a bad pun.
Do you ever get the idea that you could write a message in sunblock on your stomach, and then you just have?
I thought about doing that to Shelly while she was laying on her stomach trying to get a little bit of a tan, but then I realized I would be in impressive trouble, so I let it go.
If she noticed though, because if it's on her back, she wouldn't be able to see it.
But she'd feel me writing "kick me."
Well, you're wearing the t-shirt that says "I love sluts," and on her back you're just writing "sluts."
Yeah,
you're like, it's her.
The slut.
The slut.
But it wasn't just the "I love sluts" shirt. I was rocking her sun hat. You know, those big floppy beach hats.
Mm.
I had my shades on and my birthday bitch chalice because we went with another couple that we're friends with.
That's a goblet. That was beautiful.
He got me a birthday bitch goblet, and I was just pouring Coors Light into it all fucking day and walking around drinking it.
That was a pimping move. I was very impressed with that. Because you sent me a selfie of it, and it reflects the camera, so it was written backwards. So I immediately saw the word bitch and went, right, I know what's going on there. Oh, birthday, but right, got you. And speaking of bitches, you tell him Steve Dave before the stream even started through $1.69.
I was going to say, I didn't see nothing pop up.
Well, I mean, one did 4 minutes ago. Yeah. $1.69, nice. Says, just fucking smash the like button. We do this shit week after week after week, and I'm fucking sick of your shit. You know who you are. If you liked, good. If you didn't, you're the problem. Dipshit.
That's true.
Well, I mean, look, Steve Dave, he's not even angry anymore. He's just had enough. Do it for Steve Dave, for Christ's sake. We don't want to lose him.
Yeah, he needs the help.
He does. Help him by helping us. And nice try, Limey through $1. Says, I still hold that you are not my favourite drunken uncle. That right is reserved for Cortez Emilio Alejandro Jesus Cardinal. And at this time, he was the greatest badass who ever lived. Is that a real name? I got Cortez.
Couldn't tell you.
Cortez Emilio. And the rest should just pop up, right?
You would think.
No. Oh, hang on. Alejandro. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's from Half-Life. Cortez Emilio Alejandro Jesus, which is spelled with a J, by the way. Nice try, Limey. So well done. Cardinal. That is a series of very awesome names, one after the other. And do you know what? No, I'm down with it. But hey, was he your uncle? Because I'm your uncle. I don't want to be, but I am.
You're one of them.
No, yeah, well, yeah, one of many. Shannon R says, I just liked. Good for you, Shannon R. I mean, hey, that's the bit that you can do this free. If you want to really, really help us out and keep the lights on here in AAA Towers, you can go to streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle, streamlabs.com/Sinatra_says live streams.
True.
And every red cent is appreciated. But if you ain't got the money, if you just don't want to do it, that's fine. We're just glad you're here. But you can still smash that like button. It helps.
That is the one thing you are required to do, actually.
Do you think it's a requirement? It's not even
Yeah, if you're watching the show and you can't be bothered to just tap the like button real quick, Drunkle is going to come to your house and pee in your water supply, and you don't want that.
Piss on your kids. I'm going to piss in the bit of the toilet which holds the water before you flush it. So when
you're going to upper deck it?
I'm going to upper deck it. I thought that was when you pooped in it.
Oh my god.
I'm the missile guidance system, and I'm here to fuck shit up. You can have some freedom too. Hold this fucking missile flying at Mach Jesus.
So Saturday was an impressive day for me. I must have had 30 plus beers, a few gin and tonics thrown in there. I had great pizza, good breakfast, a hamburger, and then a sandwich before bed. Sunday morning, I wake up. No hangover, perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I did the 1-to-1 water ratio, took some aspirin before bed, all that stuff. But all that ingested stuff needs somewhere to go. So I go for a walk. I get a coffee. I walk around for a minute. And I'm like, it's time. I go back to the room. And I lay one of the biggest shits I've ever taken in my life. I clogged the hotel toilet.
You clogged it?
I clogged the hotel toilet.
What's that, a lower
So me
decker?
being the ingenious man that I am, I go to the front desk and say, hey, my wife clogged the toilet because of plunger.
Fucking wonderful. Are you asked for a plunger, not a poop knife.
Yeah, I need a plunger.
Okay.
So my wife clogged the toilet, and they give me the plunger, and I go back up, and like 15, 20 minutes later, we were with another couple. The girl of that couple was like, I gotta poop. I don't want to do it in the room. I'm going to go ask if I could use the hotel lobby bathroom. And she goes down there, and I bet they thought that she was my wife because they said, no, we don't have a bathroom here.
My God, the perfect crime.
It was the perfect. And I asked her to bring the plunger back. I asked her to bring the plunger back.
Do you think they believed you, though? Because that is... I mean, you can't be the first person to have said that.
You know what? I don't really care if they believe me or not, but it was hilarious.
How was... Have you ever clogged a toilet with a poop before?
I'm sure at some point, yeah.
Is this like a hotel toilet that just had a really thin neck?
Yeah, no, the hotel toilet was awful. It was a terrible toilet. It was just the perfect crime.
Yeah. No, I feel, well, I mean, better than laying one out in the pool, I suppose, which is the imperfect. It's not even a crime. That is a crime against humanity. Especially with something like that. I mean, if it was that big, a lot of people thought it was like a pool toy.
Yeah, someone dropped a baby Ruth in the pool.
Look, Mum, they've got banana boats. Sure, who
How
says
was
I
your
have.
weekend, sir?
Oh, God. No, yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Watched some stuff. And I imbibed some drinks.
What'd you watch?
His Dark Materials. Because season 3, well, it's been out for a while, but I've not had a chance to watch it because I've been too busy not watching John Wick 4. His Dark Materials is based off of books that I read in school. They made a movie, The Golden Compass, which was just fucking awful. And eventually they did actually come out with a decent remake of it in, I say like a mini-series, a 3-part series, but finite, you know. Once the books are done, you're fucking done. And it is brilliant. And fucking, my auntie was actually working on season 3. I just went, could you, is there any chance you could get me a job as an extra on it? Because I've never actually been in a show that I like before.
Huh. You just can't walk around fangirling on set.
It kind of would have been, I mean, you wouldn't even know what scene it was in, to be honest. But I'd still be like, oh, this could be this could be when this is happening.
When you're done taking a shit, tell your kids to go brush their teeth. Be a man.
Oh, let me run through these real quick.
I mean, that's pretty on topic.
How I wish I had such a legendary story about taking a shit in someone else's toilet. I mean, it was a hotel toilet. You made my day so much better, Sin. Off to Crow Hollow with you. Trust me, my man. I was going there anyway. M4 Sherman, hey, Sin and Brit. The best way to summarize the Friday show for my drunk hangover is ass. Oh, my drunk hangover ass is. It was a podcast for most of it. I made Sam mad by calling him Vinci. Polly kept breaking the stream and Discord. Sam may need some help. Okay, thank you, M4.
I mean, I wasn't mentioned with anything negative there, so I can only assume I absolutely smashed it.
Well, that's all you needed to do, sir.
That's all I'm here for, mate. I'm the comic relief. I'm the wild card. You know, you're the hired muscle. Polly's the face. I'm the wild card. Because he's got a furry face. Yeah, he's the cute one.
He does have a furry face.
He's got speaking of fuzzy-faced little pricks, Peter the Dub is Polly Dub.
Hello.
There you are, buddy. I've been worried. We've been worried sick.
Sick.
Had the whole village out looking for you.
Well, I'm here. It's fine. I just shitty, but fine. How are all y'all?
I mean, well, Sinatra had a great weekend.
I would bet he did.
Unlike the hotel cleaning staff.
I didn't shit on the fucking floor. It was all in the toilet.
I think it sounds as though you might as well have. It would have been less trouble. You know,
For who?
Whoever's. I mean, you could slice it up into manageable chunks and flush them one by one. I don't know, man. Clogging a whole toilet with a single turd it's impressive, bordering on fucking an intestinal hellscape.
It's not that uncommon.
No, it is.
Is it?
People clog toilets with shit like, shit like, way the fuck too much toilet paper. They put a whole bunch of paper towel down there. That's what does it.
I think that might have been
just the
part of it,
shit?
though, honestly, was the toilet paper, because it was that super fucking thin toilet paper.
Well, you think actually that would be... Oh, so you're using lots of it?
Oh, I used probably too much of it.
Yeah. But the thing is, I mean, if it was a turd that big, you're gonna need a lot of help.
It wasn't a giant turd. It was just a lot of turd.
There was a lot of turds.
Yeah, it was just it was a lot of stuff drank and ate, and not healthy. A little bit of hot wings mixed in there. It was a lot.
Yeah, I mean the booze shits like the day after. My God. I mean, I've had days where I've drank so much cider that my poo smells sugary the next day.
Why?
Why do you
You know
know?
what? I don't even want to know.
Because I'm in the same room as it, Polly. I'm
You
not.
lean over and do the chef's waft in front of your face. Yeah, I get it. I know.
The chef's waft.
So yeah, where you kind of like wave your hand in front of the pan to get a little bit of the
An aroma. No, it's just because I'm in the same room as it. Like, believe me, I think we're only about 100 years away of like taking shits while we're not in the same room as the shit. I think we'll just have like buttholes, but not like buttholes, but holes for your butt. And maybe like a vacuum seal or something like that, because people just get embarrassed by the smell. It's really lucky that we actually don't get disgusted by the smell of our own shit. Could you imagine how life would be? How difficult life would be?
I don't know about you, but poop smells bad, man.
Yeah, it's not a charmer at all.
I'm not saying it smells good, but like the individual... Freedom. Thankfully... doesn't start fucking retching at the smell of their own farts, for instance, whereas we do tend to with other people's. Could you imagine how difficult life would be if every time you farted you felt sick? Is it just me here that's thankful for that?
Never having thought about it, I can't say that I think it was that big of an influence on world history.
Well, it's just some innovative game design, really. They really thought about this.
It could have been worse. It could have been worse. Fair enough.
Could have been a lot worse, right? I'm grateful for that. Every time I'm hungover, it's like we've got this inbuilt thing with our piss to let us know if we've drank enough water or not. I mean, that's brilliant design. That's great. Well played, whoever did that. It wasn't me. I'm not taking credit for it. Freedom Frog says, I don't fart, I commit to global warming. Freedom Frog is, of course, that's it. Is that Sam?
That is Sam.
He's changed his name.
Indeed.
No, I like it. The Freedom Frog. That's good. Shuru says, my farts are legendarily bad. See, this guy gets it. But that's because you spend all your time slurping up worms, Shuru.
That's true.
There you go. So, Polly, why was your weekend so grey and miserable?
Why was it so grey and miserable?
Well, yeah. Not how. Or how. How was it so grey and miserable?
Well, it started with getting DC fired on Friday, remember? That wasn't...
But yeah, I'd say that's the weekend, though. I mean, I've got the weekend like Saturday and Sunday. Because I was there on Friday. So I've not seen you.
I recall.
So let's go Saturday, Sunday.
Smashed it.
I did say, Sin. I told you I smashed it.
That's what the donation said.
I was the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Polly was the face and Sam was French.
I certainly wasn't the words on Friday. Fucking hell. But,
who's the words? I don't remember that member of the A-team.
Nah, I don't know. But whoever it wasn't me. It was just what a fucking day. And
I think
today's
the words is part of being the wild card. It's fine. I'm the one that brings us all together. So, Saturday and Sunday. We did Friday, because we did Friday on Friday, but how was Saturday and Sunday
remember.
so shit?
It was a busy weekend, a chaotic one, full of stuff and things.
Stuffing things?
Stuff and things.
Oh, all right.
I decided to make up for, the joblessnesses
Yeah.
and all. And that's the advantage, Drunkle, of having 4 jobs. When you find yourself with only 3, you can lean more heavily on the one and then realize how you didn't really like that one to begin with now that you're spending more time there.
I mean, I feel you, man. Look, because if we count, streaming as a job, and I think we should, because we're in the good graces of the fantastic Sinatra Says, and this is his full-time job. I've also got the evening.
I thought you were going to
jobs.
say chat, but oh yeah, right, Sin, yeah.
No, fuck them. They're animals. So you count
Are
the streaming
animals.
as a job, and I think we should. Then also I've got the
Okay.
cleaning jobs, and I've got the day job as well. So I'm with you, mate. 3, and I'm still skint, which means broke, by the way, because I'm spending all my money on booze, so I can get to sleep, so I can go to work the next day. I don't drink because I need to. I drink because I have to. God damn it!
I gotta be up in the morning to go get money for booze.
For more booze, it's a never-ending cycle of deliciousness and clogging hotel toilets.
It do be like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, cover these two real quick. AAA recap. Thank you for the buck. You were late because you were watching the latest John Balls movie, right?
Mm.
It was a ballsy day on Friday, Sin. Very ballsy.
It was ballsy, yeah. That was actually, weirdly, that was the one prompt to put the word balls in a movie title, and the chat was doing that from the beginning of the stream to the very end. And that wasn't a short stream either. I've never seen an in-stream gimmick last so long. It was genuinely impressive.
It's not like there was encouragement.
There wasn't.
It was self-perpetuating.
There literally wasn't. I mean, occasionally you go, all right, that's a good one. You read that out. But that didn't happen very often. But it was still going all the way through. I was in awe.
I was surprised how long it took to come up with or pick on. I guess that's just how many movie titles there are. But like Gone with the Balls, that's right.
Yeah.
That probably should have been one of the first few that we said. And
Too
Doc,
many to mention.
thank you. Yeah. And Doc, thank you for the $5. This just in, Far was Platty's Discord kitten. What?
Okay.
Discord kitten.
That sounds like something personal we shouldn't know. You know? Like it's...
I want to be a Discord kitten.
well, be careful. You don't know what that is.
Well,
They're married.
I'm assuming I get like
They did.
some hugs and a little bowl of cream.
No,
Someone
you
with
get
a little
ignored in a shitty tin of processed you don't know what.
No one ignores kittens, Polly. Cats, sure. Well, actually, cats ignore you, but no one ignores kittens.
Yeah, I guess. That's
People
true.
will walk through hot coals to pet a kitten. I mean, I would. I did a film once. It was in like a big old fucking... No, it was a fucking huge house. And in the kitchen, they just had like a... It was like a Victorian pram, or stroller, as you guys would say, right? Just this really old thing. And there was just a mother cat with her kittens just sat in this fucking thing. Mate, I did not leave that. Every time they go, all right, Millard, yeah, we'll need you back in about 20 minutes. All right, yeah, no problem. Where are you going to be? You know where I'm going to be.
In queue to pet the kittens with everyone else.
But it was just me with them for a lot of it. It was great. The mum didn't mind picking them up. She's like, please, yeah, get rid of one of them. Take 2. Give me some fucking time on my own. Fucking hell. Mama wants to watch her stories. So, yeah, how was the rest of your weekend, Polly? Post Friday's extra long fucking feature-length AAA.
It was full unedited feature length. It was like the Tarantino edition of the AAA. Actually,
Yeah, no,
it was.
I was
It
there
was
for that,
meandering. There was a lot of talk. We referenced things that we didn't create, and it was really, really long.
I don't think anyone said motherfucker as much as people do in Tarantino flicks.
Or N-bombed. Even less.
Yeah. There was a Pollywood.
That's true. Not by me.
No, by Martin Prince.
Prince.
Well, there we go. But I'm assuming the rest of it went well then, Polly. You had a
No,
good
it was good.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. You know what? I'm alive, and every day above ground is a good day. No one said you're going to enjoy it, but it's still a good day. No, it was shitty. I very likely caused the fucking vestibular migraine through stressing the fuck out and poor fucking stress management skills. Ended up having a fairly nice vertigo fucking spell after fucking work. And then that took care of the rest of the fucking weekend. I've been out of it. Yeah. It's a blurry haze of fucking work and dizziness.
Hence the blur.
I would have met. Hence the what?
The blurring, because of the dizziness.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Makes sense.
I would imagine it'd be a lot like yours. Work and dizziness, just not caused by the same thing. Yeah.
Well, I didn't work on the weekend, so I was all right.
You know what?
I didn't work. I just watched his Dark Materials, as I said. Still haven't finished it, though.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm yet to start The Sopranos as well, Sin.
Well,
God
what you
damn,
waiting
man.
for?
Well, I
that's
think
what-
about it a lot. I could put The
And?
Sopranos on now, but I don't.
You should.
There's lots of things I want to watch. There's a new season of It's Always Sunny I still haven't seen as well. Like, what is wrong with me? Normally I'm on that right away.
Well, you know what you can do with The Sopranos? The first episode is literally called The Pilot, and it was put together as just that. Very much not certain if HBO was going to pick it up in an ongoing way. So it's not like, oh no, whatever happened, they went over the cliff in a flaming van. Aren't they going to die? Like, no, you can watch as a single episode and never need to go back. So, dip your toe in.
I mean, I do remember the first episode because that's when they put the microphone in the lamp in the basement.
No, that was the first episode of the second season, Mr.
Oh, was
Ruggerio's Neighborhood. Yeah.
Because I remember that. Because I remember that so much. Because they had I think that they had some video footage of something like where can we put the microphone so we can always listen. And they looked at his boiler tank. And I remember this so vividly because it was like leaking rusty water. But there was this one guy, obviously a fucking detective, sat there going, my cousin works with these things. I say that's going to be broken in about 2 weeks. That sticks with me so much because like you would know because your fucking cousin works with them. I remember that so vividly. And he was wrong. It broke in a couple of days.
Yeah, it's true.
Jaden says, no spoilers. It's not a spoiler, mate. It's not. You're all right. It's not a spoiler. But I think, speaking of things that have been spoiled and will do so thusly, should we have some news?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, before we do, we've just got a quick thing to tick off here. As chat gets berated for the like ratio right there. Because Steve Dave, he came in and he did it fucking early.
Indeed.
And there's lots of things that could go on here, guys, but mainly we're looking at this one. A fucking massive donation would be absolutely wonderful, but hey, I don't control you beautiful bastards, and if I could, I still wouldn't. Right, let's get over to the news. AAAers, that is Polly and Sinatra, if you'll direct your attention over to the Discord. People of the chat, I've got your back as you cast your earbuds on these news popsicles. Starting off not with the Babylon Bee.
Okay.
Thank you. That was the shock
You're
I was
welcome.
going for. Thank you very much. Because this follows with about, because it was just so good, I couldn't put it first. So Storm Hillary slams California with floods.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
Floods and fierce winds.
Yeah, they're not having a good. And on top of that, Friday or Saturday they had a fucking earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Hurricane.
Holy fuck. That's just... Drunken, you asked how my weekend was going. California's flooding? This is...
It's going fine.
People in chat have said that before. It's like, my God, I get my news from AAA. Yeah, it's a frightening feeling, man. Don't get your news from here. You just feel like, I don't know, like the bum in the alley just told you about something,
I mean, weirdly, like even the news articles that I pulled up for you on Friday because you had a problem with the news. So me and Sam, everyone worked together and chucked some articles over.
Absolutely.
I still see them popping up a day after we talk about them on the AAA. So we are ahead of the curve here.
It's gonna happen. But I mean, hey, you're sitting there. We're already staring at our screen, and you're gonna find out about something. You know what I mean? But when it's like an entire State of the Union getting wrecked, I take it you guys already knew about this. How long has this been going on?
I mean, this was over the weekend.
Okay.
But actually, the only reason I knew about it was because of seeing Babylon Bee articles. One of them was people hope that the hurricane will clean up all the human shit off of the streets. People prepare for Storm Hillary by nailing wooden planks to the front of their tents.
Batten down the flaps, everyone.
Right. But then the best one ever was this: deaths caused by Hurricane Hillary to be labelled suicides.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. Well done, Babylon Bee. You surpassed yourself right there. So that's our opening gambit for the news. Let's get into the real shit. And we have got an update for something we spoke about on Friday, Polly.
Okay.
Because what's the date today, my friend?
The 22nd?
No. Come on.
Well, motherfuck, man.
Look
I
at
don't
the
know.
date in the corner of your fucking
almost
computer.
22.
21. It's the 21st.
It's the 21th. That's right.
It is the...
Do you not have a fucking clock and date in the corner of your screen?
Oh, I'll fucking clock something, all right.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've already been clocked, mate.
The 21... Yeah, the 21th.
It's the 21th, and on Friday, if you remember, there was a quite the piece of shit here in the unsunny UK who was getting sentenced on the 21st.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. How much time did he... I thought.
She gets life.
Just one?
With no eligibility for parole.
I guess it is the same thing as actually whatever 40, 50 lifetimes of repeat lifetimes. America, we don't care. We'll give you fucking 897 years. It happens.
But that's because you got that's for different crimes, isn't it? You got a life sentence in America is actually like a calculated amount of time. However, this is a whole life term.
Until you are dead.
Until you.
Yeah. Okay.
And that doesn't count. Like if you remember the guy who fucking died in prison, but then came back to life, and he was just like, well, my life sentence is over then, isn't it? My watch has ended. And me and Sinatra were like, he is kind of right though.
He was resuscitated.
Yep. Yeah, he died for
Nice.
fucking 2 minutes, and he came back like, freedom, brilliant. So this is Lucy Letby, who was a nurse. Killed 7 babies and attempted the murder of 6 more.
Jesus.
Yeah, what's a proper
She had
piece
6
of
more
shit.
on deck?
She had plans.
There were long-term plans to be around this doctor.
The nurse. What I said about the doctor was pure speculation.
Oh,
That's I've read around it because of course there's been huge news going on. So
I thought that was the reason.
Well, I mean, hey, there is no good reason. Bless you. The judge was quoted to say this was a cruel, calculated, and cynical campaign of child murder. And that is the thing. She actually,
you think?
She actually refused to be. She didn't leave her cell, so she wasn't even there for the sentencing. Which a lot of people are going like, well, that is. I mean, that's really shit. You should be there for that. Like, when a judge is fucking telling you how much of a shit person you should have to look like the family members in the eye and everything. Otherwise...
Yeah.
So, Rishi, our fearless leader, Rishi Sunak, has confirmed the government is planning to change the law to compel convicts to attend sentencing. So she's likely going to be the last person who just goes, no, I'm not going. No!
That was the first...
Isn't she in custody? Don't they just kind of make her go?
Well, no, they couldn't make her go, but now they can. Well, they will be able to. There will be a law passed saying that for shit like this, you have to attend your sentencing. I mean, it didn't make a difference. It's not like she could be there and give the puppy dog eyes. Everyone knows what she did.
Yeah, there's no statement that you're going to read off a piece of paper you wrote last night that's going to be like, it's all good. Not going to happen.
Do you know what I mean? That fist bump.
They killed babies
you
in the hospital.
Yeah.
When you were a nurse. Damn.
Genty Maxi says, I'm sorry, your tax dollars. I'm going to pay for this bitch now, Drunkle. Well, hey, I mean, she's going to be in prison for the rest of her life. She is not exactly a fucking battle-hardened criminal. She's going to, and I mean, she's going to be going to a woman's prison. I think if anyone is going to be most angry about this, is going to be women, and she's going to be surrounded by a lot of stabby women. So, I mean, let's just assume that her time spent in prison isn't going to be a fucking holiday. Lisa also says it takes a lot to rise to the ranks of Myra Hindley and Rose West. Now, weirdly, where you should say that, actually, because right at the bottom here, just in the summary, it says just 3 other women have ever been given whole life terms. Myra Hindley, Rose West, and Joanna Denny.
Huh.
So she is...
That's it, huh?
I mean, yeah, because, well, I mean, fucking female serial killer, and she is a serial killer. Myra Hindley had 5 victims. Rose West had... I want to say 9. Yeah, it was 9 young women and murdered her 8-year-old stepdaughter. And Joanna Denny killed 3 men. So, I mean, she's up there with 7 babies, which you could probably argue is a lot worse than all of these. But I tell you, fucking Myra Hindley, Rose West, Jesus Christ, those are pieces of work. At what point did this woman fucking look at herself and went, yep, doing brilliant here. Well done, Lucy. Another one down. What a piece of shit.
3 people in the entire history of British justice. I don't buy it.
Dude, have you never heard of Myra Hindley?
No, I have. That's just not what I mean. There's a lot of dead bodies and unsolved murders out there, and a lot of women going, yep, another one down, just like you said. But they've never been arrested. They're cold, calculating, and have gotten away with it.
Well, I mean, this is serial killers, though. Do you know what I mean? The thing is with Joanna Denny, you go like, well, she killed 3 men. At what point is someone a serial killer? You know?
People have made careers just off attempting to define it. Whatever.
But there's got to be there's got to be a number. There has to be a line. It's not
the number. It's the way you kill. In, believe it or not, a serial fashion.
Oh, I suppose so.
Yeah, because
I'm back. Sorry about that.
No worries. If you decide to go on a stab fest, Drunken, and you killed like 10 people in one night, you're not a serial killer. You're a mass murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, serial killers have a process and a ritual, I think it's called.
An MO.
That's what makes them a serial killer.
What does MO mean, by the way? Is it
modus operandi?
Is it modus operandi? Is it? Because it could have been like motivating something. I don't know. I don't know. But look, you kill 1 person, you're a murderer. You kill 2 people, you're an enthusiast. I think. I mean, 3. You got the makings of it. I think serial killing should start at 4. I mean, Alan in the chat says 3 or more. Yeah. I'd probably get 4 and above.
So if somebody had only killed 3 people, but they did so in a highly organized, ritualized fashion, they went through all of these, I don't know, particular details, made sure to keep mementos off of each person, blah, blah, blah. And every one of them remind him of his mother or whatever the fuck, it was psychological crap. But they were sloppy unlucky on the 3rd one and got caught. So they didn't happen to get over the line. They're still a mass murderer. They just didn't reach.
But I mean, at what point is
stardom where makeup and murder bitches will be talking about them?
At what point is mass a mass? Where's the mass? I think for mass, it's got to be 7 or over, and it's got to be done in 1 sitting.
I understand the point in some ways, trying to define the number. I don't know. I just am. You know why this sickens me? You want to know why this sickens me? I'll tell you why this sickens me. Because counting something as a gang crime or a mass murder is basically the lot of fucking news entertainers, and it's all related to the Second Amendment, and I'm sure you can guess where I'm going here.
That's your mass shooting. They count them as mass shootings, which of course then bump up the numbers, so they've got something to talk about on that night's news cycle. And
they do for one purpose, but then for another purpose, don't. I was like, well, a mass shooting is defined as any shooting of one person in a given time period of blah, blah, blah. except when you're wanting to look at who mass shooters are.
Yeah.
Because now all of a sudden it's anything that's counted as a gang-related crime, street crime, that doesn't count towards these numbers. That's how you get spaced out, over-riddled white boys being named as the prime murderer in the United States. And it's like, really? Yeah, I know everyone rolls up their window when they drive by that fucking middle school. Look at all those awkward kids with their D&D.
Negative Rush says FBI stats, or states, I guess, a mass murder is 3+ in one sitting. I like that we're running with the term in one sitting as well here.
It's they think 3 people shot is considered a mass shooting.
And then I think mass shooting is, I mean, if we're talking definitions here, because if you see the words mass shooting in headlines, you immediately think school.
No.
No?
Mm-mm. I think barbecue in a place where it's a street number that starts with East.
A street number that starts with... I'm not following that.
East
Well, anyway.
93rd. Ghetto. I think of ghetto. Shooting
Just go
in
ghetto.
ghetto.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, ghetto's fine. Now I understand. Okay, fair enough. Well, we at least this woman is she is. She's getting 3 square meals a day and a bed and everything, but also she's going to be surrounded by people who absolutely fucking hate her because she murdered so many babies.
I wonder how much
baby
lesser
murderers
taxes.
Sinatra, go.
I wonder how much lesser taxes that we pay would be if scum like this we just dropped them off a roof. You think it would be a significant drop?
But it'd have to be if you want to
think
kill
it'd
them.
be $1 or $2 per person.
Oh right. Yeah, but then you've also it's got to be done humanely. As is your human right. So you got to make so you immediately. I mean, you're creating jobs, Sin, is what I'm saying, because someone's got to come in and clean up the splatter. But then there's also going to be one person who's there as well, and they have to be dangling at a certain angle to ensure that they land on their head. So there's going to be your official death measurement man. Coming in with a protractor and a tape measure. I mean, you're creating jobs.
I'm fine with bringing back hangings.
For the entertainment side of it, I don't know. We got Netflix now. People used to love a hanging because that was all that was happening that day.
No, rope is cheap.
Rope is cheap.
No, I say don't spend the money on the rope. Everyone's got an extension cord in their garage somewhere that's missing one end or something. It's enough to hold a human body. That's what counts.
I don't have a garage.
Gravity does all the work. All you need is a trap door.
Do strangulation hanging.
We don't really do trapdoors anymore either, do we? Again, you're creating jobs. However, I mean, you know me. I'm against capital punishment, but I'm also I'm all right with them being used for, instead of rubbing fucking shampoo in the eyes of cute little bunny rabbits, let's use these people instead. That you're still getting a use out of them, then they're still doing something.
I'm not there with you on that.
Well,
you don't believe there should be human testing of any kind?
No, I think capital punishment is a good thing, and we should use it more. And I would be fine with even taking out people who are busted trafficking, human traffickers. They can get capital punished. Murderers, yeah, you're done. Mass murderers for sure. Shooters, shit like that, yeah. Drug dealers, I'm pretty sure we could just go ahead and do away with those.
Yeah, but it seems a bit of a waste when you could be testing, for instance, the new vaccine or something like that. Does it cause cardiac arrest in adults? Well, let's find out.
But here's the thing. I like bunnies.
Yeah.
But they're a lot cheaper to upkeep. They're a lot cheaper to upkeep than human beings.
Well, there's also, because when I'm picturing these prison cells, I'm picturing medieval dungeons where there's always the sound of something dripping onto the floor. Bread and water. You know what I mean?
It's still more expensive.
Tower of London of you.
Well, I'm just trying to be as British as possible here, Polly.
You clap them in irons and take them off.
Yeah, and then not even you get sunlight if you well.
I would bet you that if we turned this shit around and made shit like that the punishment for these crimes, we're just going to hang you. You're not even going to jail. Once you're found guilty, we're just going to hang you. We're going to bring you right outside. There's a little room in the back. No one's going to see you except the executioner. And then we're just going to dump your body into a furnace and throw your ashes in the trash and let the garbage men deal with it. I bet that would deter a ton of fucking crime.
I don't know, man, because it seems like a little bit of an easy way out as well. I think this really worked when people were like ultra religious, whereas a lot of people are not anymore. So it was a case of like, oh, I've done this bad thing and now I'm going to meet God and I'm going to get tortured for the rest of eternity. However, now so many people don't believe in that, then it's just like, well, all right, it's done now, There's no
I'm just
suffering for
running
me.
down the numbers in my head. Like, if we could reduce the prison population by like 30% in this country, that's a good thing.
But where would all your license plates come from?
They actually don't come from prisons. They come from like China or some shit, I'm sure.
So you're creating jobs. Lisa says that may be well and good, but what we don't realise is Capital Punishment is a radio station in London. Oh, that's brilliant. I hope that's real. Oh, shit. Darren Root says gladiator fights.
No, I don't want to pay to upkeep the people.
I mean, but every gladiator fight, like your upkeep is getting halved.
That's true.
It's a philosophical question, and that's probably for people better trained at, thinking than we are. So let's move on. Now, here you go, right? Dog eats groom's passport days before Boston couple's wedding in Italy.
Uh-oh.
Do you think the dog knew something that the groom
might have.
didn't?
Dogs are smart.
He did what he could.
Dogs are smart. And
He's looking out for his buddy.
Yeah, like I've seen it. I've seen the text, man. You can't marry this bitch. do you think he had his master's back? I think so. I don't think you can't be. If it turns out later on that he goes, oh, actually, my fiance for some reason has chlamydia,
Huh.
and his eyes just widen up like, oh my god, Fido knew. He's gonna get the biggest treats when I get home from the clinic after peeing in a cup and getting checked myself from this slut. So this is not a case of the animal crime wave. I strongly suspect that this dog knew something. I'll keep an eye out for this as well, because if it does come out that, oh, fucking Boston groom finds out bride-to-be has been cheating on him, then we know that this is going to be the same guy, and the dog is the goodest boy. You tell him Steve Day threw $2. He says, zoo stuff is so expensive. Why don't we cut costs by donating the bodies of criminals to the carnivorous animals they've got? I mean, they're in cages and enclosures, for crying out loud, and they won't hurt. I don't know if it's a good idea to let lemurs taste human flesh. And I think they would, Polly. They say they're vegetarians, but I know a lot of people who say that, but I've also seen them sneak a Big Mac on, the occasion.
Well, they're not good vegetarians then.
No.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome. It not only is that it's like McDonald's, something they would decry so much, but the truth is there's probably like, maybe like 5% beef in that patty. They're not even really sneaking meat.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, right. Don't defend these people. And Corbin Thomas threw $3 for the Ricky Spanish. He says, I'm with you on putting prisoners to work. Replace all the illegals with criminals. Because if they want to revoke other people's right to peace, so we revoke their 13th.
They'll never do that because illegals will almost assuredly vote the way they want them to. Prisoners, not so much.
We got a load of illegals here in the UK at the moment. They're being kept on barges.
I like that.
Well, I mean, they're seeking asylum, so it's like they need to go somewhere while they're being processed. And look, hey, it's not like no one here fucking hates immigration. It's just we dislike illegal immigration. If you want to come here, you're welcome to do so, but come in through the front door, please. Don't do it in such a way that you're registered for everything just the same as everything else. So if you commit a crime,
They're not going to do that.
you can pay taxes,
They don't want to do that.
or onto the barge. Because you've got these massive barges and they're full of asylum seekers, Polly. But the first thing I was thinking of with Heath Ledger's The Joker in Batman. You know that scene? I'm like, oh my god, no. Right.
What you need to do is give the Albanians a trigger device and the Arabs a trigger device, and one of you is going to blow up the other. Who's going to be first?
But then what we haven't told them is that we've given them the device that sets off the bomb in their own barge.
I thought you were going to say it was wired to the barge with the Russians on it.
There's no Russians coming. They're not allowed, Polly. They're not allowed.
None of them are allowed. What's your point?
No, I mean, it's not that they're not allowed here. They're not allowed to leave Russia. But that way, right, if they press the button thinking, oh, we're going to be saved and these people are going to die, and then they blow up, we end up with the people that were unwilling to kill other people. That works out. You can only do it once, though, and then people start fucking going, oh, I know what's going on.
No, you take Sinatra's approach and you do it like, the back room of the English Channel, if you know what I mean. You don't advertise.
Yeah.
It's like there was an explosion in the English Channel today. Investigation is proceeding. Moving on.
Just quietly.
Maybe do advertise, but sometimes, like, we switch the devices around as well. So sometimes it is the other people, sometimes it isn't. Like, you flip a coin. No one really knows until it happens. And the barges are sinking, so they have to make a decision. Have I just made the latest Saw movie?
You might.
I'd watch it. Let's move on. Melbourne
Where's
man.
the gore?
He ran for president but never made it. Bad policies. Melbourne man charged with lighting fires had ducklings in his underwear, police allege. These are not the ducklings in question. Yeah.
Okay.
A stunned silence. The 31-year-old has been charged with animal cruelty and lighting open-air fires. Okay, yeah. Not done in order of heinousness. Hainosity? I don't know. So, it's a firebug. They call him a firebug, which sounds like a DC villain. In Melbourne's southeast, was caught with live ducklings in his underwear. You see, this is it's not the fact that there was an arsonist wandering around or anything. It's that he had ducks in his pants. It's weird.
That's a good name for a band.
Ducks in your pants. The small fires included blazes in a loading dock behind a school, in a shop car park, outside a real estate agent office, and in several bins. Man, he really didn't like fucking real estate agents, but then does anyone? After the arrest, police searched the man and allegedly found 2 live ducklings in his underwear. See, that's the news part. That's the bit that everyone's interested in. And do you want to know why he had ducks in his underwear, Polly?
Yeah.
We all do, but it doesn't say.
Yeah, that's like, what? Was he like trying to sneak them in?
I mean, allegedly.
There was no other duck-esque receptacle except his pants?
I mean, maybe he was just trying to pay for his legal bills.
Dude, get a cup.
Get a duck cup.
Yeah, get a duck cup. No one's going to look for ducks in a duck cup.
No one will be looking for ducks in the man's pants. And yet here we are.
That's true.
It doesn't say why he was... The man has been charged with animal cruelty, reckless conduct of it. Yeah, great. Why were there ducks in his pants? They don't know. And I think he's going to take that information. He could use that for his plea deal, couldn't he? They'd be like, look, if you give us some information, some people you've been working with, where did you get the stuff to set fire to things? We'll lessen your sentence. And he, well, I'm not telling you any of that, but I'll tell you why I had ducks in my pants. And they go, ah, shit, he's got us.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
All right, fine. 2 years, good behaviour, but you tell us what happened to the ducks. It doesn't say. David Graham says he was quoted to say, see my long boy. Ah, long boy. Maybe it was just in case, like, the police, as they were apprehending him, were to kick him in the groin, and he'd be like, ha! Nature's padding. You've just killed 2 ducklings, you monster! Right? It doesn't say, we'll never know! I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Roger Park calls on gang members to cease fire from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah. Gang members, cease fire, these 12-hour periods, which I'm assuming means, you know, you got carte blanche during 9 p.m. and 9 a.m. Go fucking nuts. Purge hours. But I mean,
that's literally what this sounds like. Yeah,
it is. Yeah. Instead, that's what I'm getting from it. I think probably what they're doing is like, look, come on, people are going out and about, children are playing, going to school and everything. So hey, gang members who don't really, famously don't give a shit about the law, could you just not shoot
only
each other
the
from
law,
these
but not
times?
their community.
Yeah.
The people in the community, they don't care about anything if it's not street cred, dog.
My God, I just never heard you sound so white. So now, yeah, so, hey, guys, come on. Be nice, gang members. I don't see it happening, to be honest, but, it's a nice plea. And it's news. So, good luck with that. Chicago, of all places. Jesus fucking
Yeah, right.
Christ. I mean, Cougar Knife right there says, why not just make their neighborhood a gun-free zone?
Your
Oh,
turn.
no.
Name all the things that start
Weasel the Otter, how's your face feeling, Drunkle?
Weasel the Otter. Oh, Weasel the Otter! I can totally do that for you, Dad. I can totally do that for you. Luna says, how's the face feeling? This, my nose is, it's... You hear that? It's getting better, but every now and again
it's nosing.
It's nosing. It's doing its thing. It's always the first in pretty much everything I do as well. But and it is a he. It has good times and bad times. At the moment, I can breathe through the nostril in question, just not as well as the other one. And some days it's just full on blocked, but nowhere near as bad as it used to be. It still hurts to it hurt to just touch it before. It
doesn't hurt to inhale like that.
Not now, no. I mean, I couldn't before, Polly. Like, when I was in the hospital, they went, okay, just inhale through your left nostril. I went, yeah. Okay, yeah. No, minor blockage. Now inhale through your right nostril. And I went, you're going to love this. And I did it, and there was just no sound. And she went, damn. So I had to fucking clean it with this shit fucking 4 days a week, four times a day as well. I'm down to, as of midnight, I will be down to 1 eye drop per day, and that should be my last week on the drops. The blood is still very much there. I did go to the pub on Sunday to watch the women's final. We lost. I mean, everyone lost because we were watching women's football, but the team lost as well. But I was sat there indoors wearing sunglasses, and I looked a damn fool, Polly. Not as much as the other day when it was absolutely pissing down, and I went to Tesco to get some get some bits. And as I walked past someone in the rain, she visibly scoffed because I was wearing
sunglasses on.
Because I had sunglasses on. I'm like, bitch, you don't know. You don't know what's going on under here. She didn't know, Polly. Right, yeah, you are getting weaseled, good sir. Boom, boom. Doesn't he look cute with his little hat on? Aww. Thank you very much, Luna, for the $29, and of course for asking how my dear old face is going. I still bloodshot, but not as bad as it used to be. That's probably going to be like fucking maybe 2 or 3 weeks until it like looks normal again. It's taken a minute, but my vision's gone back to normal as well now. I mean, Sin, you should have seen me. I had to shut the eye in order to read a text message on my phone.
I believe it.
It was so out of focus.
Right now too.
Oh, I say, they were asking about me, Polly.
I'm empathizing, moron.
Putting pathetic and empathetic.
I see what you did. You're smuggling insults.
And Corbin, better smuggling ducklings. Corbin Thomas through $2 says, another retarded request from my new and very fucking retarded mayor, being all retarded because he believes in a retarded belief. Social justice. Never once. Oh shit! That was that's your mayor, is it? The Rogers Park group is. I mean, sorry, let's bring it up again. Maribel Gonzalez. Oh no, that's the name of the journo. Oh, it says the group is taking its message. So this is a group of people saying, "Hey guys, just stop it, and they're like, "Okay." I don't see it happening, but thank you, Corbin Thomas, for the 2, and thank you, Luna, for the 29. Polly, just before you grab yours, real quick, I got to sign off on this. This is actually quite a rare bingo here. Is donations pay at the same time? Fucking love it.
Almost exactly.
Almost exactly. Go for it, Polly.
I'm sorry, I dropped the ball here. Drunkle's video content. Thank you for the $2. Error. Item not found.
You know, you're not invited to the stream on Sunday. You're not invited.
I am just... What? It's what it says.
Not you. You're invited, but...
Oh.
Who was that? Who sent that?
Drunkle's video content.
Damn it! Oh, you...
There's always one step ahead. Or in my case, behind. Because I
kids
never know where it is.
You kids and your pseudo names.
Longboy, thank you for the 950.
Oh.
I know why the ducks were there. Funny story, actually. You'd quack up if you knew. Oh, that's fucking cryptic.
Cryptic.
No, wait.
Good to see
maybe.
you, I mean, that is...
In either case, thank you for the 950, Longboy. You live on in our memories.
We miss you, Long.
You wouldn't get away with it here. You shouldn't get away with it at home.
Estonia!
Hey Drunkle, from your story, I don't remember if there are any repercussions that your assailant is facing, legal or otherwise. Also, can we get meatballs for the Italian? Love ya, no homo.
No homo, because Festonia's not gay, everybody's not gay. Can we get meatballs for the Italian? Yes, we fucking can. Oh, actually, no, it's got to be oranges for the Italian first. Meatballs.
I do like the oranges.
Oh, yeah, it's good for you, mate. Stave off that scurvy. If there are any repercussions, am I saying it's facing legal or otherwise? Legal, no, because as my face was busted open and I couldn't see shit because there was blood everywhere, I did take him down to the ground and stuck my thumbs in his eyes. So I wouldn't be coming off too well in the police's view there. So no. Otherwise, I don't know, man. When I was in the hospital and fucking my mate Big Massive Mark, he gave me a ring and just went, "Oh, you all right? What happened? What happened?" And I said, "Well, I was in hospital and fucking I've got to get me fucking face put back together." And he went, "Oh man, so what do you want to do then?" I went, "I fucking love you, Mark." But then I also had a friend. He's moved away for work, and he came back one weekend, and I went, like, "I'm not going to the pub or anything because my face is fucked, and just about one punch would send me away to heaven right now. I'm very, very tender." So he came up and had a couple of beers, and dude, he was angry. He's gone, "I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna fuck it if I see him on the way. I'm gonna." And here's what I'm gonna do, Millard. And he's showing me with his hands. He was angry, you know? It's always nice to have friends like that who've not just got your back, but are genuinely livid on your behalf.
That's a good buddy.
He is a good... I mean, this is why Sinatra's a good buddy as well, because I texted him when I was in the ambulance saying, I won't be doing a show tonight. And he went, "Why, what happened? Are you okay?" I said, "No, I just got my fucking shit pushed in by a crackhead on the street." And Sinatra replies with, "I'll kill him."
Oh, Minecraft.
And then he sent me a photo of a plane ticket. I'm like, "No, Sin, no!" Right, let's get back to the news. Thank you very much for Stonia and good old Luna for the 25 and 29, respectively.
Very nice.
Very nice indeed. Here we go. Right. So, Tampa woman fulfills childhood dream of becoming a stripper, just like her mom.
Good for her.
Well, I mean, if that's what you want to do with your life, then by all means. Hey, Sinatra loves sluts. He has the apparel to prove it.
I do.
Would you get a
That's a fact.
Would you get a mother-daughter lap dance?
Would I? Yeah, why not?
Polly?
No. No.
Okay, well, Sinatra just asked why not, and now I want to hear why not.
I think he was being rhetorical.
But I'm not.
Yeah, he's genuinely curious.
I want to know why not.
Why not a lap dance?
A mother-daughter
I've never
lap
gotten a lap.
dance.
I've never quite understood the point. Your girlfriend or whatever, yeah, cool. Some random woman, okay, you think she's attractive, great. Get a woman to grind on you. You get a big fucking hard on or spooge in your pants. Wow, what an awesome night. Why would you do that?
I'm with you on that. I've never been to... the only strippers I've seen have been at bachelor parties. I've never been to a strip club. I don't see the point. But mother-daughter lap dance, man. You know, it brings them closer together.
Pouring themselves out and manipulating men, bringing out the worst of themselves and their customers.
And getting paid to do it.
Fuck.
Nah, well, I mean, that's a good enough reason, no. Sinatra, have you got a reason for why you would?
Something I haven't done.
Now that is a legitimate answer.
Yeah, it's not the worst answer, but I mean that opens up the possibility of I haven't had monkey brains. Guess what I'm eating tonight? I haven't hit myself with a hammer. Let's go.
I have done that. That's not fun.
You haven't hit yourself?
Yeah,
with a
I've hit
hammer?
myself with a hammer too. Yeah.
I've lost a
Wasn't
fingernail from it.
Why would you say
Really?
you haven't, Polly? Well, it was just a lie. Everyone's hit themselves with a hammer, surely.
Well, I was thinking like in the head deliberately, but when I think about it, no, I've totally hit my finger with a hammer before.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Would you would you do the monkey brains?
No, off the menu.
Well, yeah.
Very few items are like off the menu where it's like, no, I am not interested in even trying it. Testicles, don't want to. Brains, not interested.
I mean, you are specifying animal testicles, obviously. I hope.
Crossboard, any kind.
Yeah, just any kind of testicles.
Yeah, I don't think testicles are on your menu as long as they're human. Like, no, all testicles.
It depends how they're cooked.
I just don't want to eat balls. That's not so weird, is it?
Well, no, I mean, it's weird you said balls because I'm thinking like bull testicle. I mean, you watch the likes of like Survivor where they got to do like the Bush Tucker challenge or whatever it's called, and there's invariably testicles in there.
What wasn't that? The Joe Rogan Fear Factor.
Yes, yeah. That show was okay. But then, like, I just don't want to eat boiled animal testicles. I want them to be like pan-fried.
Yeah, that would be the least you could get.
But I think that's
nice light roasting after a sous vide. You know.
I mean, like, properly seasoned. That's the thing, because the testicles always look so disgusting because you can tell they've just been boiled. They're grey and they're uniform in colour all the way around. But like, where's the searing marks from where it's been on the griddle? Where's the sage?
Once you've cooked in if I had used a particular pan of mine to cook balls, that pan would be the dedicated ball pan, meaning I'd have to throw it out. Are you gonna cook something else in there afterwards? I wouldn't.
Well, I mean, other balls, maybe.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. So, yeah.
I don't know, because look, you're not eating the scrotal sac as well. Like, the balls have been inside the body. They've not been rocking around they've not been touching other balls. Well, besides maybe each other. I don't know. I also have very, very bad news.
You're trying to say that they're sanitary? What's your point?
Well, yeah, and they've been cooked. Like, all the germs are gone.
It was never about the germs. They're balls. They're full of sperm.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
I don't want to eat the balls. I don't want to eat the balls any more than I want to suck off a bull.
Do you not think they've been disperminated, though?
I'm pretty sure once you fry that shit up, it's gonna kill anything in there.
Yeah.
Hey, you want a couple million sperm corpses? No.
Sperm corpses?
Well, you eat meat, beef, chicken, lamb, maybe pork.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at all the fucking bacteria in there that you're killing. You're eating bacteria corpse.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was rational.
Okay, that's fair.
And with the exception...
I mean, let this one bake your noodle. If it came down to, okay, brains or balls, which one are you going to eat? The balls.
Balls.
Yep, the balls, definitely.
Can I have a bit of both?
You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to...
He wants a ball sandwich with a brain spread.
I just want some good head.
Just...
Okay.
Brains are absolutely off the menu. There's just something about that that's just not to be done. You know what I mean? It's like cannibalism is wrong on its own. You shouldn't have to explain why.
That's your ick factor?
Yeah. It's because his brains, like mammal brains, absolutely not. And yeah, I admit that it's irrational. It's like, what does it matter? The thing's dead. It's nutrients. What's your problem?
I'm not going to eat brains either, but I would try some Rocky Mountain oysters.
I mean, they've got brains. Don't
balls?
They? I'm sure.
I don't think he knows that's what it is.
I don't know what is Rocky Mountain oysters testicles?
Yes.
Ah, I thought you meant like actual oysters.
Yeah, there's no.
Do they not have? Do oysters have brains?
No.
No?
They don't even have a neural net.
Idiot. That's why it's so easy to catch. Fools.
Yeah, they're technically alive.
But then...
Technically.
With the exception of chicken, all of the animals you've been eating have touched another animal's vagina. Are you all right with that, Polly?
Polly, have you touched a vagina?
Yeah, and I didn't eat her either. In the
Oh,
way
come
you-
on.
You
That's
didn't eat
too
the
easy.
vagina?
Come on. He must have realised halfway through what you were saying.
I heard the hesitation in his voice.
Like, wait, no. And what I find odd is the Drunkle in all this conversation. I guess you're not opposed to eating neither brains nor balls?
Monkey brains I probably draw the line at, as the DNA is too similar to ours that you'd have to worry about your BSE, your mad cow disease, because it's the prions, isn't it? It's the prions. However, like a lamb's brain, yeah, bring it on. Let's do it. I mean, like, I've had lamb's liver. I'll do it. Yeah, kidney, flesh, good.
Yeah, liver, kidney, and muscle tissue. Yeah, sure, bring it on.
Fantastic.
I'm a big fan of heart and etc. There's lots of good organ meat, but
Yeah.
brains, no.
But the brain
No,
is
no.
a muscle.
Well, it's not a muscle actually, but it doesn't matter. It's just freedom. Yeah.
I'd have a slice. I mean, because this one
You
just
get
like
one of those sample things like they hand you at the mall on the toothpick.
you get a little bit of brain on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And you'd be like, hypothalamus is chewy. I don't like this.
Right?
Well, give
Ooh,
me.
you got the brain stem. That's the good part.
That's the good part. That's where all the flavor.
It's like the end
is.
of a meatloaf.
It's the heel of the brain.
Yeah. See, Thomas, thank you for the $2. I would eat animal testicles before I would eat fried tarantula. Fried tarantula. I've seen people eat crickets.
Where
and
are we, John Boy? If I had to guess, I'd say Communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Continue.
Shit, I stopped so short there. I forget where I was.
Talking about crickets.
Oh yeah. Do people like batter and deep fried tarantulas?
I've
What
seen
am I
people
talking about? If it
Yeah.
creeps or crawls somewhere in the Asian Pacific, because
Oh,
God
yeah.
has
Yeah.
battered it and fried it. You know.
They're selling it at the wet market next to the bats.
Yeah.
That sounds
You're not supposed to
crunchy.
eat it. It's a garnish. Some people eat the parsley.
You can't avoid it. Or
I
you can
go
pick
for
the
the
parsley.
parsley.
Off. You can eat the parsley. It's fine. Festonia through $5 says, "Hey Drunkle, that's me. In light of mountain oysters, now do eggs. Eggs are just a bird's menstruation, right? Fuck it, and an excellent source of protein. I love eggs.
I do love an egg.
There's so much you can
Yeah.
do with them. Sin.
Eggs are top shelf.
Apparently, like the folds, and like those really gay chef hats that you get in like Michelin star restaurants, the really tall ones.
Mushroom cloud poof.
Them, yeah, the mushroom cloud poofs. Apparently, now I'm not sure if this is true, but there's 88 folds in it to represent each way you can prepare eggs. I can't name 80. Right, I've stop boiled, brilliant, fried. I know you've got to do.
Hard-boiled,
Like,
soft-boiled.
yeah, I mean that's the thing. You do like sunny side up, easy over. Is that two different ways of preparing eggs? I think technically it is, isn't it?
I think so.
Uh-huh.
All right, so that's right. The hard-boiled, soft-boiled. That's 4.
All right, hold on. I can just
Scrambled,
Google it.
omelette,
How many ways
poach.
can you
Well, you're typing that.
Air
You actually,
and egg.
him, Steve, Dave. Thank you for the $1. I would. What chefs prepare? Hold on, Jesus Christ, my vision's really blurry.
The first thing that popped up. Oh, my bad. Good.
When chefs prepare phallic or other parts of an animal, such parts are properly drained, so only the muscle tissue remains. If you got a cream-filled ball, your chef didn't do it right.
So they have been desperminated before you consume.
Where are we, John Boy? If I had to guess, I'd say Communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
The one Mark for 5 says, so if this is a Bush Tucker trial now, what about kangaroo anus? See, now you got me thinking.
No, I think I pass on
If
it.
you told me it was just an onion ring, I probably wouldn't notice.
This onion ring tastes like asshole.
Alright, so what you got egg-wise, Sin?
So I Googled how many ways can you prepare an egg, and the first thing that popped up is 100 different ways to cook eggs. So I think that Michelin thing is bullshit.
Maybe it's 100 folds then. I don't know. I mean, you could just Google why the chefs wear the fucking Poofy mushroom hat. In reference to the kangaroo anus right there. Sorry?
To allow for circulation of the air above the head, so it provides an outlet for heat.
Yeah, I'm not buying
it. Keeps your disgusting hair off of the food I'm paying too much for.
Any hat does that.
Yeah, I think it looks like something just... I mean, what are those poofy things on the side of Tank Commander's pants? I don't know.
It's to indicate the cleanliness of the kitchen while also keeping the hair out of place and circulating heat above the head.
It's to show the 100 different ways of scrubbing a work surface.
Well, there you go.
Who was it who said, oh, there you go, Cougar Knife says you eat hot dogs. I mean, that's all bumholes and eyelids.
I was about to say, when we were doing the donation came in, it's like, would I eat a kangaroo's asshole? And its eyelids and its ears and whatever the fuck, as long as it's thrown in with a bunch of mechanically separated leftover kangaroo parts, blended into a pink ooze, and then turned into tube steak. Fuck
you love the pink ooze, don't you? You're a big fan of the pink ooze.
And then I just slather it in ketchup and some shredded cheese, and it's done.
That you never... yeah, it just... Do you like a hot dog? Can you go... Just say, don't find out how the sausage is made. Yeah, I guess I understand why. I would prefer that there wasn't always garbage parts being put in there. Is it all... Like, can I draw nutrients from it? Like, not everything eaten in animals actually... Yeah, you might as well not eat that. Yeah, it's like leather. You're not going to get nothing off of that. That's what I wonder. Is it all nutrient-rich meat?
There's got to be nutrients in them balls, isn't there?
I would assume so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Don't know how the sausage is made, but everyone knows how sausage is made. You know, in the UK, there is a law: a sausage has to be at least 55% meat.
That is a good thing.
It seems low, though, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, damn right. And upon that law being put out, producers immediately raise their meat content to 55%. Exactly.
Yep. Not one speck more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever wondered why so many liquors are at 40% ABV? Because that's a minimum allowable by law. So what do you think manufacturers do? Produce with a minimum allowable by law? And
if it's over a certain percentage, that is a selling point.
Damn right. And a pricing point, right? As soon as it goes up just a little bit.
Unless it's like Everclear, then you're paying $20 for some high octane gasoline.
Everclear kind of blows the top off the vodka market, doesn't it? The sham of it all.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute. So this is just a kind of more carefully made, well, not carefully made, just a more refined version of this. Yeah. Well, why is this so expensive? It's got a goose on it.
It's got a goose.
I did the video on the Speakeasy channel of the ranking the 10 just regular vodka flavors. I don't remember what one. Let me pull it up here.
There was Shannon asked us if it's 55% meat. What else is there? There's a lot of gristle.
Oh.
And then
I immediately thought you meant a filler, as in bread, soy, etc.
Yeah. But I mean, gristle isn't considered meat either. So, and considering, you're getting all the bits that you can't really make cuts out of. That's how you get your sausages. So, it has to be. I mean, you can't just feed a shit ton of bones into a mincer and then go, made a sausage. But that also means legally, vegetarian sausages, not fucking sausages. So get the fuck out of my face with that.
Wonder what they call them. Sausageoids.
Sausage-esque food tubes. Jess Yellow in the chat says Drunken is so funny tonight. Now, I don't know, you might be being genuine, but that's how I read it. So funny tonight. Lack of punctuation makes me think that I'm not entertaining Jess Yellow very well. And we all know I'm here just for her.
Wheatley, Belvedere, Kettle One, Svedka were my top 4.
Sausages?
Vodkas, but yeah.
Those are good choices. The Belvedere citrus flavored ones. Are those the ones you're talking about?
No, just regular Belvedere. I didn't do any of the flavored ones.
Oh, I thought you said flavored. Okay, all right. I'm like, how could you tell the difference between one sugar bomb and the other? And then you said Belvedere. They're citrus flavored are incredible because it's just actually macerated with lemons. Imagine that. It actually saw a lemon.
It saw a lemon.
As opposed to the other ones, it didn't. You know, why would they? They just put a drop of citric acid in there. It's lemon.
I have a two-part question.
Okay.
Well, it's actually two separate questions, but they are mildly connected in the way that this vodka once saw a lemon. So you wouldn't eat testicles, you wouldn't eat brain. Eyeball?
Oh man, that's up there too.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as the brains and balls.
No,
Okay.
but it's just a texture thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. And before, yeah, okay, we're talking like extreme things. How often does I don't come across brains on a plate a lot?
You notice I said a lot, not never.
No, I never have, but you know, I don't want to tempt fate.
Okay.
Somehow, you know. In any case, the thing I do come across a lot though is bad textures. I'm a texture guy. I can't do tapioca pudding, man. Are you crazy? That's
I don't
disgusting.
even like saying the word tapioca. It sounds horrible.
Yeah. And bubble tea tastes delicious, man. Slimy balls floating around in your drink. It's
Really?
gross.
I don't
Yeah.
like bubble tea.
Never had it. It's just not my thing. But right, so you wouldn't eat eyeballs either. But right, what if it was a bottle of vodka that had an eyeball in the bottom of the bottle?
Okay,
that's just
now
manly.
I assume these questions are us sober. If I'm finishing a bottle of vodka, I have made exponential bad decisions up to that point. So you might as well add that one onto it.
Well, like tequila having the worm in it.
That's not a thing.
Is it not a thing?
No.
That's a shame. Is
I
it
have
honestly
many
not a thing?
bottle- No, I have a ton of tequila and nary a worm.
No, but I didn't say like all the tequila, but there's like a tequila where they get this is the genuine tequila because it's got the worm in it.
I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah, no, it is. But before Valine gets to actually you, I'll do it. It's
Okay.
not tequila. It's mezcal that has and it's not a worm. It's a caterpillar. But who cares? The point,
Okay.
yeah,
I
it's
have
not
mezcal too, and there's no worms in it.
But you can't get them. That's what people are thinking of when they think of that. I mean, it's kind of unique. Wait a minute, there's a bug in there. It's gross.
There's an eyeball.
I want
There's an
one.
eyeball in my vodka.
I want
It
one
doesn't
with
so
a
much-
worm.
I don't care if people don't know. Like if you haven't had the bottle, or you know, I'm dead wrong about that. And actually, no, it was originally tequila. You dumb fuck. Oh, okay. The thing I can't stand about is people say, my friend drank it and he ate the worm and he was drunk for 3 days. I hate stories like that. It's like that doesn't even make any sense. Just this concentrated alcohol, you asshole.
I mean, Negative Rush
Your
says
friend just ate a bug.
You've eaten, but yeah, well done. Negative Rush says he has eaten the worm, which is, I mean, it's brave. Don't get me wrong, it's brave. I don't mind. I'll drink the essence of surrounding it if it's infused with delicious alcohol.
I want one of these mezcals with the worm.
And Lisa wants tequila with an eyeball in it, so it can see her through the weekend. Way!
Nice.
Would you go off to, the butchers and get yourself a lamb eyeball just to pop it in a bottle of vodka and keep it on a shelf? I mean, it won't go bad.
And
No,
it
probably not.
it is a conversation starter.
Yeah.
I
I could see an edgy emo girl doing that easily.
maybe a fish eyeball, because I just think you'd have a hard time putting a lamb's eyeball into the neck of a bottle of vodka.
I was thinking about it as you were saying it. It's like, which bottle
You're
is
just gonna
wide enough?
squish and pop.
Yeah, and what if it floats on the surface? You don't want a floating eyeball. You want it to sit at the bottom.
Yeah, how would you get it to sink?
Okay, fill it with just some like aquarium gravel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a weight thing. It's a buoyancy thing.
But I think if you put aquarium gravel in it, then it will counteract the buoyancy.
Really? Does the weight of a battleship make it sink?
But I don't see me putting a battleship into a bottle of vodka.
Why not?
Fair enough.
The thing is, yeah, I mean,
stand
look,
corrected.
if you filled a battleship with rocks, yes, it will affect its buoyancy, Polly.
It will make it sink lower, but you got to ask yourself, why do cargo ships with billions of fucking pounds of cargo on them not sink? And they're made of metal.
But there is like
buoyancy, my friend.
It's buoyancy, yeah, but you can overload a cargo ship to the point
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
that it will sink beneath the surface, and once it sinks underneath the surface, then it goes down. I mean, there's no shipwrecks
I understand.
that are
I'm just
floating.
Drunken, I'm just priding you about something I don't understand very well. It always has fascinated me, though. Yeah, a metal battleship doesn't sink. Yeah, that's a good thing, but it's fucking weird.
It is a good thing. Well, it depends who they're bombing, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got Chinese ships. They'll sink regardless of buoyancy. They're just
Well, it's
badly
because they're made out of fucking styrofoam and hope.
Yeah.
Right? Wait a minute. You didn't seal these 2 plates? We were supposed to do that?
Oops.
Yes! The actual screen door on a battleship, you know.
Fat people are buoyant, but if you fill their pockets full of fucking gravel, or enough of it, they're going down.
Yeah, I should ask somebody that question in that way that understands these things better. So let's say I got a body, and I want to get rid of it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to chain some cinder blocks to this guy's body because I want to weigh him down. I don't want him floating up to the top, right?
Yeah.
What have I done there that'll, because otherwise the body would float because it's buoyant in the water, and scientist man will go, yeah. So have you added enough proportional mass to him that isn't buoyant, and that's what'll hold him down? Because it's not the weight that'll hold him down. If you put something that weighs as much as those cinder blocks do, but are buoyant, they'll float. Help me understand this. I don't get it, and I need to murder effectively.
What? No, you don't. You know, murdering. You've got the murdering part down. It's the body disposal which is the issue here. I think do what you would do with a battleship. It's buoyant, therefore, just fill it with loads of holes.
Make sure you get your airspace in there. It's the air that keeps it buoyant, you asshole, not the ship.
No, but it's the air that keeps the body buoyant as well. So if you poke them full of holes going like right the way through, then it should go down.
Oh, poke him through? Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I already have stabbed him. Just keep going.
Yeah, just make sure you've stabbed him enough.
Right.
But like they've got to go all the way through as well. You can't just half job Harry this shit. It's got to go like completely through. I mean, if you have a drill with a long enough bit, that would. Should we move on?
Yeah.
And the murderer's heartless drilling of the victim after he was dead shows what I was trying to make him sink. It wasn't for my sick pleasure.
Swimming lessons went horribly wrong.
C. Thomas, thank you for the $2. My vision's blurry. Mezcal is the only tequila worth one's time, and I hold nothing but contempt for tequila. Also, Svedka is white girl's drink. Changed my mind.
What's wrong with being a white girl? I'm a white girl.
What would you consider to be other than pumpkin spice? Because that's just not an option right now.
Yeah.
Drunken and Sinatra, what would you consider the quintessential white girl liquor?
Cranberry vodka.
Oh, he's straight in there. See, I know
cranberry
that
flavored vodka or vodka and cranberry?
Vodka cran, man. That's the white girl drink.
Yeah.
I know that
Truly's, White Claws.
IPAs are the pumpkin spice latte for white men.
Hey, that's me.
That is nicely done, Drunkle. Yes, it is, isn't it? That is the basic bitch beer, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm a snob about it too, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, no, I don't drink anything that's been made in this borough. You gotta say something.
I don't like
wanky
any of
like
the.
that.
I don't like any of the fucking citrus ones. I just like the bitterness. I love a bitter drink.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But I can only have like 3.
The bitterness of hops brings something to beer that makes me want to drink it. The bitterness is a big part of why beer's okay to drink. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But that's the thing is I can only have like 3 or 4 IPAs before I'm like, okay, I can feel the hangover for tomorrow. I got to switch to water, aka light beer.
Back on the cause. Nice. You see, there's the only complaint that white men have about IPAs is that, you know, there was so much foam it started messing with the wax on my moustache. Right, let's move on.
For me, it's solely vanilla. That's the quintessential white girl drink.
Yeah.
Because it's sugary as fuck. Tastes a little bit like vanilla. And like, oh my god, I asked him and then get it down.
Flavored vodka, really, you know.
Yeah,
Mate, there was one time I had me and my friend came back from the pub and he'd been drinking his vodka. It was like a raspberry vodka. And he went, "Oh, we got to get a bottle of this. We got to get a bottle of this." So I was like, "Oh, right, fine." And I wasn't really into it because it was like, it was the color of raspberries, but it was not the flavor of raspberries. But of course, we smashed in this fucking bottle, and the next day I woke up with a hangover, as you do. And I had this bottle of Lucasade Sport next to me, and I went, "Oh, thank fuck, I've not got to get up and go and get some water, and this is full of electrolytes. That's what I need right now." And I drank it, and it tasted exactly the same as this raspberry vodka. I just spat it back up again. Like, oh God, no! It was not what I needed at that time. Corbin Thomas threw $2. He says, "Drunkle, sir. Weight on a ship could pull it down. However, distribution, the strength of a ship's keel, weather, etc., factor in a lot more when heavy cargo kills a ship." Now, I completely agree with you. But if you put enough rocks on a ship, it will sink. No, even if it's a sunny day. That's why buoyancy is only a factor to a certain point, and then it really comes down to how many fucking rocks can you put onto a ship in one go, in one sitting. Right, so viral right-wing anthem by country singer Oliver Anthony, branded offensive and fatphobic.
Have you heard this?
I have, yeah, because you played it on Thursday, didn't you? Was it Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's a hell of a tune. It is brilliant.
It is.
But because it's, it's. I mean, I was in your chat when you were playing it, going, "Why is this guy so anti-America?"
Yeah.
But of course,
I'm sorry. It was a right-wing anthem. What is that? What the
because it's
description was?
Well, they're calling it the workers' anthem or the populist anthem. I've seen it called.
It's been embraced by. Well, mainly conservatives, because the conservatives are very, very pissed off with the government right now. I mean,
I don't think it is just conservatives anymore. I think the song really crossed a lot of social and societal lines.
You don't think Democrats are broke? They are. They're not.
Yeah.
Bad political decisions from our perspective, but they're not retards. At least not most of them. Yeah, they know when eggs cost $9 a dozen. You know.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, this song really crossed a lot of those societal lines. That's what people need right now, is to know that, hey, man, some of us can work together, and that's what I think this did. I put it on Twitter, and somebody said the only people who are getting mad about this one are the people who told they're supposed to be mad about it.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I mean, if you actually listen to it...
Here's this song. It's violent right-wing song. You have to describe it in that way to me. That means you're trying, just like Sinatra said, you're trying to tell me what that song is. Just name the song and I should know already, right?
Well, they did the same thing with Try That in a Small Town as well. And it wasn't actually the song that they had a problem with. It was the video that they had a problem with.
Yeah.
So that you're already admitting, they go, this fucking racist song. And you go, but it's not the song that you don't like, is it?
I don't think it's even
I didn't mean to derail your thing, Drunkle.
No, you're all right, mate. It's all good. That's why we're here, to talk about it. The line in it, though, which, because you were watching people react to it, if I recall, was when he says, the dollar ain't shit. And I think that is, like, regardless of your political persuasion, everyone can agree that is fucking true, and people are suffering because of it. And it is a really... I mean, he's on a resonator guitar, Polly. Like, it just sounds fucking awesome.
That's one of the other things about it is, like, okay... I think one of the things that makes it an easy song to like and why people are listening on Spotify, the content. Okay, great, we can talk about that. The song is really fucking good, and he's really good at doing it.
Yeah.
Tell me that song doesn't feel heartfelt. Tell me it doesn't feel bluesy and country as fuck. It's a great fucking
track. It's a bluegrass shit, man.
Yeah, it's just a great fucking track. Period. People, it's so hateful. I'm not talking about your precious feelings right now. You know.
Well, no, it's an right-wing anthem in that it's saying the government is fucking us right now, which I think everyone should be able to look at that and go, well, he's not fucking wrong. It doesn't matter who you're fucking voting for. They're only in it for themselves. And you got to remember, like, no matter who you want to be president, you got to be a sly bastard to even get to that position in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
There's not been a good president in fucking ages. I mean, America started off with really, really good intentions, but you can't sit there and tell me that it hasn't gone off the rails, since then. But, I mean, so it's been deemed offensive because, of course, the Dems can do no wrong. So if you say anything bad about the Democratic government, then administration, I should say, then of course that makes you alt-right or extreme right, because there is no right wing anymore. There is only left and alt-right. But fat-phobic?
Wait, what, really?
Oh, it's because of the obese milking welfare line.
Oh, right. Okay, all right, yeah.
But that's not the point of the fucking line. He was talking about how we have American citizens in the streets starving to death while
fat
this
people
is
getting
happening.
government payments and food. Yeah.
Yes.
That's not about fat people. That's about... It's obvious. I'm not going to explain it. The chats, they get it. NPR does not.
And I mean, Independent doesn't get it. The people who are saying that this is an offensive anthem don't get it either, because this is all you need to know, and this is what they want you to think. This is all I need to know. Is the tune has been praised by a number of prominent right-wing pundits. That means it's bad.
Yeah.
It's
Can you
a right-wing
send
anthem.
me this article?
Of course I can. It's a right-wing anthem, and right-wing is bad. Remember that. It's bad. That's what you're supposed to think. There you go, I've copied it, but we will carry on anyway. Guys, people in the chat, if you haven't heard it, Paula, I'm assuming you haven't heard it. It is genuinely a fucking banger of a tune as well. This is a bearded ginger guy with a resonator guitar, a microphone, and a campfire.
And he was just belting it out.
Oh, it's heartfelt, isn't it? It is heartfelt.
Yeah. There's listen to that and listen to a Taylor Swift song, and it's like, who really feels the music they're making? You know,
Right.
But I mean, that's not what the only thing that's been deemed offensive, and when it comes to good music. Anyway, but until then, let's move on. As Italian cheesemakers put microchips in Parmesan to thwart copycats.
Okay.
Right. Like these RFDI, whatever the fuck tags.
I did look into it a little bit. Because microtransponders no bigger than a grain of salt have been inserted into the dark yellow rinds of blah 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 blah. Known to the
Parmigiano Reggiano, only from the soil region.
It's a me, Sinatra. Comment Thomas who's $3 from the Spanish.
Cheese.
A cheese. Comment Thomas says, remember, Drunksly, the only
Be careful, cheese will kill you.
Oliver Anthony are those ill-bred, disgusting, blood-sucking, pampered socialist retards we call progressives. Well, I mean, that's... But then it's also the ill-bred doesn't get said enough, does it?
it's turning it around, because usually like the rednecks are the ill-bred ones, and it's like, no,
they're the inbred.
Dude, you're a bunch of blue blood, ill-bred. Fuck you. Yeah, I like that. That's
pasty
good.
boy, go get some sun.
Yeah, it doesn't get said enough. I like it.
But this is the media saying right here that you don't like this song. Have you not heard it? It doesn't matter. You don't want to because it's right wing, and right wing is bad. It's not right wing. It's just criticising the administration, which everyone should be doing. This should be a unifying song, if anything. But, the media don't want you unified. They want you divided, and therefore they get more money because you're angry, and they want you to be angry. The film, the network, they want you to get mad.
What else are you going to focus your 2 minutes of hate on?
It's never Justin Bieber anymore, is it? For fuck's sake. So, yeah, microchips in Parmesan because there is apparently a lot of copycats when it comes to making Parmesan cheese, which, if you remember, Polly, there is a thing of people faking honey called honey laundering, and it is real.
Yep.
And now we've got the same thing going on with it.
Well, not just now. That's been forever and a fucking day. The only reason to regionalize and, wine that has, like, from Italy, from France, that have the particular... charter seal on it. Yeah, people fake wine. Yeah. I mean, you're trying to tell me I can make something in my bathtub and say it's from France and people are going to pay me extra money for it? Well, hell yeah. I mean, the American entrepreneurial spirit. Me and Sinatra would be making cheese if we could get away with selling those big old wheels for thousands.
And then you get into the middle of it and there's a lamb's eye. It's there for the
exactly.
Flavour. So, expert
That's
claims...
the secret.
Expert claims... I'm always cheesy. Expert claims parents should ask babies for permission before changing their diapers.
Okay. This is old, but yeah.
This is from 18th of August. This is 4 days old.
No, this is a very old thing that was floating around. It's one of those things that pop up every couple of years.
Oh, okay.
I only heard it pop up the once, but I do remember it from a bunch of years ago. But I'm not surprised it came up again. Right? What the fuck are moralizers doing other than recycling old bad ideas?
I mean, if you shut your eyes, just picture what the woman who said this looks like, and then open your eyes, you'd be like, ah, yeah. Yeah, perfect. Spot on. Right there. That's her. That's what I was picturing. And can you imagine as well, like, if this was a thing as well, like fathers just be walking back into the fucking living room saying to their wife, nah, baby said no. Alright, if this is... I mean, the image does look a bit...
No, it's still
actually,
a good fucking headline, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you're right there. These things do pop up every now and again. I think maybe like these sort of things like start off as you know, as tongue in cheek and a parody, but then like someone somewhere reads it and goes, actually no, that's right. And
it starts off as a 4chan gimmick.
Yeah, yes, exactly, like the milk. That was a weird time. Well, anyway, how conservatives...
The OK symbol worked, man.
It
more than they wanted it to.
Jesus, didn't it just? How conservatives use verbal jiu-jitsu to turn liberals' language against them. This is a long and drawn-out article. And it basically just says, they keep taking words we use and making them sound like bad things. But like woke, for instance, right? They started off and said, I have my eyes opened to the suffering of the black community, and now it means insufferable bitch. There are a couple of examples. There's some actual jiu-jitsu going on there, and a poorly cropped mouth, which I might save that one for later. Consider the evolution of woke. Liberal itself has become an insult as well. Critical race theory means your kids are being taught crap, and diversity means anything but white.
They've typed... Oh, that is... Okay, gentlemen, I'm going to call this a very small incremental victory. They're repeating the lines now.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed any of those things. CRT is still fucking in schools. But if you can at least know the name, and even your intellectual opponents are using the word, that makes it that much easier to recognize the thing itself.
Well, I mean...
I'm going to call it a win.
It's not. The thing is, it's not just a conservative thing either. When it comes to people arguing in the street over, I don't know, abortion, right? Instead of being pro-life, they've now changed it to not pro-lifers, they're forced birthers.
Yeah, that is one I've heard.
Everyone's got this way of fucking like of demonizing the other side, not to make them sound what they're campaigning for a good thing, but so they don't sound as bad as the people they're rallying against. And just to prove it, here's a guy vacuuming.
Thank you, guy.
It says right here, woke is defined as being actively aware of social justice, but Republicans have turned it into a slur. A slur!
Did you cite that from somewhere?
It says
it is defined as by who? From where?
Do you know what a slur is?
That is a ridiculous definition.
See, what you have done here...
Being aware of social justice. No. Woke is like, in my mind... Anyway, woke is the step beyond social justice or equality.
I think I'd go for woke is fundamentalism through virtue signaling.
That's pretty good.
Even for them, that's not what it means. Like, let's say you take it like from the perspective of somebody who thinks that woke is a good thing, whatever, a number of years ago, before somebody had, turned around and pointed out the awfulness of it. It's not being aware of social justice. It's being aware of the issues in society that make social justice a necessary thing. It's being aware of the problems in the world. That's what it is. You're not asleep. You're not blue-pilled, etc., etc. These assholes can't even get the thing right that they're talking about.
Well, I've often found when someone gets called a woke asshole on the social media, you'll always get one person coming in and saying, "Oh yeah, define woke." Really, that's what you're taking from this? And then, of course, you want to come in and go, oh, yeah, define woman.
Define a woman.
Molly O'Camry says, woke is fascism with a smile. That's nice. That's nice as well. But they say Republicans have turned it into a slur. Now, what's happened here is that they've taken the word slur and changed it to mean something else. Because now slur means anything I don't like. But no, it's conservatives. I'm not even a conservative. I'm just fucking pissed off with all of this, man. It's fucking annoying me. Eat a goddamn orange, for Christ's sake. So crime is so bad near San Francisco Federal Building, employees are told to work from home.
Huh.
I'm not sure about this, but was it a courthouse?
What was the final straw?
I don't know. I don't know.
You'd have to imagine it was something fairly unignorable.
At one point, so someone just went, come on, we can't keep up this way. That one thing had to have happened. Oh, yeah, I'm with you. I wonder what it was. It was poo, wasn't it? It's San Francisco. It was poo.
It's gotta be.
Gotta be poo. Over to CNN. Airborne fish sparks New Jersey power outage, electric company says.
Oh, interesting.
Now, it wasn't a flying fish, Polly. You're all right. Okay. It was a bird, dropped a fish, shorted out the power line. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's got fucking claw marks in it. There's an incident involving a bird. All right. Gave the new meaning to the term fish fry after an electric company suspected an osprey of dropping a meal onto its power lines, triggering an outage in a New Jersey neighborhood. The animal crime wave continues.
Have we talked about the story where the snake got dropped on a lady by an eagle?
No.
I don't know if
mentioned
we
that, and I
that.
thought this is exactly the kind of thing we should talk about on AAA. And I thought Drunken and Sinatra really dropped the ball on this, and I just didn't come across it. But yeah, she was mowing her lawn.
Fucking crazy.
Are you fucking with me?
Yes.
No, I know you are, but Polly, are you fucking with me? Have you heard about Cocaine Shark?
I may have heard something mentioned about it once.
Look at the chat. Yes, you did!
I thought my tone was indignant enough.
But not all bird-eating fish. Fish-eating birds are bad, because a guard of honour for Edinburgh Zoo mascot Penguin is promoted to general. Look at that!
Look at him.
Are you working 9 to 5? Do you outrank other people? Do you outrank human beings?
I had never heard of this thing before. Valine had mentioned it like 2 weeks ago or something on the War Bar, and I thought she was just, drunk or confused or whatever. But no, she sent me the story, and there it is. It's like, and now he's promoted.
He's promoted to general. It's awesome, isn't it?
I didn't think there was going to be a follow-up immediately afterwards, and there was. He's been promoted.
He put on his best suit for the ceremony and everything.
Look at that little guy. Look at him.
He loves it. It looks like he's actually performing an inspection, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like he's about to get all up in that guard's shit and be like, "You call yourself a soldier?
Why are that man's epaulets wrinkly, Lieutenant?"
Could you imagine that, right? Because this is the fucking was it the Norwegian soldier Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo, right? So these are royal guards, and there's people sat there going like, "Oh, fucking Afghanistan, 2 tours in Iraq." And I worked up, never ruffled any feathers, did everything that was asked of me. Finally.
Ruffled feathers.
Never rocked the boat. Finally got to this point, which my grandfather, who served in the Royal Army as well, wanted me to get to. And I ranked by a fucking penguin. It would piss you off so much. This penguin said, "Give me fish," and you got to do it. If penguins could talk. Still, he's a good lad, and I like him. He's out there, he's protecting my country, and I appreciate that. Although this is in Scotland. He's protecting my kingdom. Darren Root says, "Smile and wave, boys." God bless him. You see, they're not all fish-eating birds are bad, Polly. This one can go, well, that's a fish. But the bird that did it can go fuck. This one, he would fuck up that bird in the name of the king. Let's move on. Right, Somerset Gimp. We got an update. The Somerset Gimp suspect is banned from crawling, wriggling, or writhing on the ground before he stands trial in October. If you remember this, guys, this has been a long-standing thing. The Somerset Gimp just used to stand there at night time in Somerset, dressed as a gimp, and scare people. And he got arrested, and now he's injured, and he's now banned from crawling, wriggling, or writhing on the ground. He's banned.
However, until they change the law, he can still refuse to come out of his cell.
Very true. Yeah, very true. What do you think he'll wear to court? It's got to be a gimp suit.
Not latex. It's expensive.
Gimp suit with a tie.
Yeah. That's the gimp right there?
That's the suspected Somerset Gimp, yeah.
Ah.
You kind of see it, don't you?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know any gimps that I know of. So
that you know, yeah. See, that's the thing. Yeah. Everyone could be gimps around you. You wouldn't know. Under the terms of the interim order, which will expire in January next year, is it until January? You're not allowed to writhe on the floor in public. What if he has a heart attack, right? And he's rolling on the ground, clutching his chest, and then stop that! You're in breach of your parole. He's also banned from wearing a mask or possessing one in a public place, and wearing black all-in-one clothing at night in public. So these guys really, they really went after him, man.
They're black pants and a black t-shirt. That's the law.
Oh, it's got to be all-in-one clothing, so he's not allowed to wear a black onesie.
One clothing, okay. I thought it meant like all as one color. Gotcha. I mean, how desperate is this guy to scare people in a gimp suit that if he's denied plastic coverings and a mask, he's still going to dress in all black and yell boo?
True. I don't know. We don't actually know like the motivation behind it either. Like, was it? I mean, because you think that you could see if it was a sexual thing, like he's jumping out at people going boo, and he has a fucking throbbing hard on. Because it's a gimp suit. You would see. No one knows what his motivation is, and I am going to be keeping an eye on this court case because honestly, it's fascinating, man. I need to know, just like the man with the ducklings in his pants. I need to know. Lisa says he's a cross between Prince Harry and Jason Statham. My God, I see it.
I see the Stathamisms. Yeah.
Boo.
It's kind of more frightening that he's not a big fat fuck. I just pictured he would be.
He's quite tall, actually. I don't know if there's... Oh, yeah, there's the... I mean, there's actually quite the looming figure, Polly.
Son of a bitch, is he ever?
But
you seeing that walking down the alley, Sin? For fuck's sake. That's how you end up with accidental shootings, man.
Yeah, dude, you took the words out of my fucking mouth.
But he never harmed anyone. He never even chased after anyone. He was just kind of like...
I don't care. You show that photograph and Your Honor, that's why I shot him. The judge is going to be like, yeah.
So he's being held under 2 charges of intentional harassment, alarm, or distress under Section 4A of the Public Order Act in the sleepy village of Somerset. You fucking pervert. We've got to keep an eye on that one. What else we got? We Will Woke You. Oh, nice. Classic Queen song Fat Got Bottom Girls is mysteriously dropped from the group's new greatest hits collection. Why? I mean, take a guess. Women.
Oh, okay.
I just put all that together. Song.
Yeah, right. A gay man song. Women most offended.
I actually don't know that Queen song. Is it Fat Bomb Girl? Like that girl got a big old ass and she's hot, or is it? Oh my God, that woman.
No, it is indeed that. It is the line. Fat bottom girls, they make the rockin' world go round. That they love.
God's sake,
they love a big old booty.
Yeah, they wrote a song about asses they like, and. I mean, you should be happy, land-dwelling butter whales. What's the problem? It's an anthem for you.
I think he just means girls with nice butts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, fat bottom, porgs, fat ass white girl. I think it's just the English version of Baby Got Back.
Yeah.
But it's also Queen. It's a great fucking song as well. It doesn't. They could be singing about drilling holes into a body so it lacks buoyancy, and it would still be awesome because they were a brilliant band. So that's the next thing on the woke chopping block right there. Plano Man, or maybe they just misspelled piano, says he was arrested in his wife's death because he did not hide the body very well. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got him.
Now, I don't want people to get away with murder, but you're trying to get away with it, so I don't understand why these people do what they do.
And not
If you're
very
gonna
well.
do it right.
Do it right, yeah. Your drill's gone missing? All right, borrow one from a neighbour. So they show that Carlton Dudley himself filed a missing persons report and reported that a black duffel bag was also missing from the couple's apartment. The same kind of bag that her body was found in. You fucking
At
idiot.
the same time? He reported those things?
Yeah. My wife's gone missing. Oh, really? Is anything else gone? Yeah, a bag. Look,
a black duffel bag, a hatchet, some duct tape, a little bit of rope.
How big is the
bleach.
bag? About my wife's height, actually. Yeah.
For fuck's sake. Is there anything worse than somebody trying to be clever and doing the opposite thereof? You would have been better off if you had done less.
Clever, dumb people, man. Yeah. Yeah, he said he was arrested for, in his words, losing his wife's body and not hiding the body very well. So, you know, he could be sat there in his prison cell going, yeah, it's a fair cop. So, Canadian sport policy slammed after trans woman shatters female weightlifting record. We spoke about doing this on Friday, Polly, but you didn't do it. This is the upstanding member of society who has busted the record into tiny, tiny little pieces. Let me tell you, the previous record before that was 387 kilograms. The new record is 597 kilograms. Now, what is that in American? Well, that means this upstanding member of society right here has shattered the previous record by 462 pounds.
Talk
remember,
about this with somebody. You're right. We did talk about bringing it up, but then didn't. And then somebody got upset. And the comment section was like, "Wow, Polly really likes to meander, doesn't he?" I'm like, "Did you just meet me now?
Did you just what?
Meet me like just this minute? I like to meander. Yeah. Right.
Oh, did you just meet me? Right. Okay. So I follow you now.
Well, on top of which, I mean, they couldn't tell that it was a conversational, lackadaisical kind of show. We said it from the beginning, and the endless technical errors coming up, and it was Friday was successful despite the world's best attempts to make it not such. That's a fair call, wouldn't you say?
I think it was a good show, Polly.
There was every reason that show should have failed, and it didn't. It was a success.
A roaring
I love success out of spite.
Sess is a lucky man. So
but yeah,
£440 is basically a person, right?
Yeah. Well, 437 pounds is basically a person.
I mean, it's quite a big person, isn't it?
Yeah. Huge.
So that is the difference between the previous record and the new record by this upstanding member of society, now a woman, who absolutely smashed that record into tiny, 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 tiny little pieces. So the Canadian sport policy has been slammed after this has happened, and I think rightly so, because this is getting out of control.
Yeah. I didn't realize how particular Justin Trudeau's administration was to that being the case. Some federal law regarding regulations of sporting events that was introduced by that party and passed by that party is what made that happen, that anybody who declares I'm a woman can compete as such.
Yes, it actually refers to his they're criticising gender self-identification policies. So we're not talking like, oh, I've been on fucking, you say estrogen, don't you? Estrogen for fucking 7 years. And it has affected my muscle density and bone density and shit like that. No, this is self-identification.
But it doesn't affect a lot of shit, and a lot of it is what would affect weightlifting. It's not going to change your fast twitch, slow twitch muscles. It's not going to do any of that shit. You still have the bone density, all this shit of a biological male. You are going to blow any biological female out of the water.
And this is exactly what happened by £440.
The thing that occurred to me is that, let's say that you're a fan of the sport, or whichever sport it is in this case, weightlifting, and you're a woman, if you agree with this, you just eliminated the possibility of, and you think it should continue like this. That means no woman should ever be competitive.
Yeah, you're never, ever going to get close to touching that record.
Yeah, the only other person to be able to do this is a biological male that identifies as female.
I gotta break some news to you.
Oh, real quick. Doesn't this look like Copper Cab? Okay, go on.
Kind of. I am not only joining the professional weightlifting circuit, but I now identify as transgender.
Welcome to the crew, Cinny. Because as we all know, I came out as trans a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why I now stream under Twitch under the LGBT tag. And you know what? It's been going great. Drunkel's heterosexuality threw $1 because, yes, even though I actually know I am a homosexual now because still into the women. Says, I mean, all he's got to do is come out as trans and he will gain so much support. Did wonders for me. Of course, referring to the Somerset Gimp right there. And that will probably work as well. But, here's the thing, though, right? So that is something that genuinely needs addressing right there but no, don't have a woman's category, don't have a men's category. Have a female category and a male category. And your problem's solved. All your arguments about semantics are fucking sorted because you've gone male and female. Done. But they won't do that. What they'd rather do is fuck around with it in things that don't matter. Like chess. World Chess just placed restrictions on both trans women and trans men. What?
Huh.
Now, in chess, is bone density a big issue?
I have no idea with this one. This is one I genuinely don't get.
Well, I'm reading around it, and I've read many opinions on it, and I did approach this one with an open mind as a trans woman myself. There is a main category, in which case anyone can compete, but there is also a women's category, which was designed because chess was a very, very heavily male-dominated field when it comes, competitive chess. So they started the women's category because it was good for the game. There was now more chess being played, and it was accessible to women. You follow me?
I do.
Oh, I just got married to two people at once, chat. Do you hear that? That was awesome.
Aw.
So, you're thinking about it, you go like, well, really, it should only be in sports, and I don't consider chess a sport. I consider it a game. But when it was when I read around it, and I heard that, it was like, yeah, okay, fair enough. And it's not like they've just been banned from it. There is the main category in which anyone can play. So it's not as bad as it sounds. But of course, this is here to drum up anger once more. Whereas what people should be angry about is this. See, you got your misdirection here, Polly. So don't worry about this. No, this is all fair. This is all fair and above board. This is fucking disgusting. Just saying. Anyway, update. Woman at centre of deadly poisoning case says she bought mushrooms from grocer and supermarket. Polly, if you remember, she fed the death cap mushrooms to her guests.
It is coincidence my in-laws are dead and I and my child are not. What do you mean?
So she's saying she bought... what mushrooms have you got today? Oh, we've got some shiitakes. We've got some buttons. You like some button mushrooms? No. After something a little bit spicier than that. I've seen this picture online. Have you got any of these? No. No, that's a death cap mushroom. Oh, why is it called that? Because it wears a funny hat. Why the fuck do you think? Can you get me any? I mean, yeah. So now, like, if she's saying she did buy it from the grocer at the supermarket, then I'm guessing he's going to be complicit in the crime as well, and they've been having an affair. But otherwise, no, big X to doubt on that one. I'm pretty sure she knew what she was doing, Polly. It's called a death cap mushroom. I mean, as the only cis man on the stream, Polly, talk to us here.
You want to hear from the cis perspective?
I want to hear from the cis perspective because you guys have been put down for far too long.
That bitch is guilty as sin.
Thank you very much. So the Ontario Mayor...
God, not our friend.
Why me?
I just clarified.
Oh, God. That was transphobic as fuck, man.
What?
Because you just called out Sinatra and he's trans.
And it's true.
No, I said, fuck off. That's what happened.
You can't say anything bad about us now.
Chat heard me.
Yeah, and they're reporting you as we speak. So the Ontario mayor can't afford to buy a house in the township she leads.
Huh.
Yeah. But just remember, guys, it's offensive and fat-phobic. The song is offensive and fat-phobic. But the actual mayor can't afford to buy a house in the township she leads. I mean, does it stop there? No, it does not. Because Toronto's housing market is so expensive, families earning $100,000 a year are now eligible for Habitat for Humanity help.
Well, that's 100,000 Canadian dollars. So it's
it's not real.
$20 real money.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, shit, they're richer than me. But remember, guys, right-wing anthem, offensive. Offensive. Woman doused herself in Diet Mountain Dew to erase DNA of murdered roommate. I'm going to save you asking. No, it didn't work.
Tap with water coming out of it? Fuck.
No. What do you mean Mountain Dew? That's named after water, isn't it?
I guess it is, yeah.
It didn't work. It didn't work. Her roommate was 79 years old as well. But you know, it's
God
no,
damn,
it's,
dude,
yeah,
it's
that and that and
couldn't
yeah.
find an easier way to do it.
Just like, you know, time.
Yeah, just wait 20 minutes.
She stabbed him to death in the home they shared. She then set the house on fire, trying to conceal the evidence, and fled the scene. She was charged on one account of first-degree murder, one with tampering with evidence. That was the Mountain Dew. Idiot. And one count of resisting arrest with violence. It didn't work. It didn't work. The firefighters pat the fire and discovered the body of the 79-year-old face down on the floor in his bedroom on the home's top floor, and they presumably thought he's drowned in a soft drink. Fruit flies may enjoy taking carousels for a spin. Who knew this? These aren't real flies, by the way. But in you know, the quest for science, Polly, you have someone, you do political science, you love a bit of science, right? They say, all right, fruit flies, what do we know about them? They get really horny when they're drunk. That's a fact. If you leave a can of beer open overnight, you come back, there will be fucking fruit flies just sat there, just fucking chilling. I wonder if they like carousels. Well, let's find out, they said. And yeah, apparently they fucking love it. Scientists observed some flies embarking on a spinning platform voluntarily and repeatedly. They're well into it. I mean, what are we going to do with that? This is following these bug behavioural scientists who've been doing this, and it was the people who discovered that bumblebees like to play with things. What are we going to do with this? So now if I want to get the fruit flies out the window, just don't chase them with a towel spinning in a circle, because they'll be like, my God, fun! Get a carnivorous plant. They're brilliant.
They don't play.
They don't play. Oh, Russia!
No.
Russia! Oh, go on, sorry.
No, it's all bullshit. They don't fucking play. You set the experiment to demonstrate it. Fuck off.
These aren't even real flies, mate. I think they're taking a piss here. No, this is actually when the guy moved to a new job, this was a present that his colleagues gave him. It actually says that's what it is. Here you go, sir. Your life's work before you take on your new job as the manager of a Denny's. Funding ran out. We can't do anything, Steve. Sorry, bud. So Russia tried to land on the moon recently. Do you know about this?
No, fuck a lot.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, it didn't do very well. Russia's first lunar mission in 47 years smashes into the moon in failure. As they were landing it, apparently, software failure. And, well, oh well.
Priceless.
Very
the Japanese
expensive,
and Americans
actually.
smash things into the moon because they're done with them and they've finished the job and they don't want to leave it there as space garbage. The Russians do it because incompetence.
They don't,
because they had no choice.
They don't know how to do anything else.
Yeah.
I love that.
Let's not make too much fun of the Russians. In my opinion, we were far worse if the Chinese had attempted it. So
I love that when they're done with the probes and shit, they go, oh, well, fucking, what are we gonna do? You don't want to leave it out there because other countries might pick it up, and then they start seeing our technology and shit, and yeah, it is just gonna fly around and fucking just cause messes, like just in orbit. So fuck it, let's crash it into the moon. Yes, please. That's why you sign up to be a fucking scientist at NASA, isn't it? Why'd you sign up? Because I want to land rockets on the moon. Why'd you sign up? To fucking break shit against the moon. How cool is that? Fuck yes. But we are into
and you could. I'm very comforted to know that tardigrades die at ultra speed impacts. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
But it's got to be
survive fucking anywhere, right? And so it's like, are you seeding a whole bunch of tardigrade life up there on the moon by crashing shit into it? It's like, no, they can survive high temperatures, radiation, but they can't survive a high velocity impact. Fuck them.
They cannot survive a spaceship to the fucking face.
That's right.
I can actually hear
that disgusting
Ghastly
little nightmare face of
right
theirs.
Does
he also know about?
Yeah, I can hear him
good.
right now. In fucking Derby, from him in Texas going, there's life on the moon! Tardigrades are on the moon! Sam Miguel says, and I think we need to send billions to Ukraine to beat this country.
I think you're right.
But we are into the science section, and NASA wants your help studying Uranus from behind next month.
Did you see? That was the picture of the guy's shirt.
I love Uranus. Yeah. That was a solid shirt as well. Crocodiles find the whales of our distressed babies irresistible. I think we knew that, didn't we? Or does it? I mean, maybe to them it just sounds like the ping at the end of a microwave cycle.
You're right.
Oh, actually,
those stupid little egg timers. That welcoming bell of bing. Your egg is perfect.
It's just the waiter going, and who had the medium rare?
Right.
Oh, that was me. Actually, I've got Sinatra. I texted you on the weekend, and it was with a heavy heart that I told you my air fryer was broken.
I replied.
You did, yeah, but I'm letting the chat know.
Oh.
But I fixed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
How?
I plugged it back in.
Oh, it was just unplugged.
It was unplugged.
Oh my god!
Well, I never unplugged this thing, you see. But I bought like one of those handheld blending devices.
Oh, an emulsifier, I think they're called.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty fucking cool, loving this thing, right? But because everything's plugged in, so I was just like, well, I need to. Like, I'm not unplugging the rice cooker, obviously. But I wanted to test it out, so if I could unplug the air fryer, and then I'm holding it, it's going, oh shit, this is good, isn't it? And then I unplugged it, and I used it later on, but I unplugged something else. I unplugged the blender instead. And yeah, so I went to cook some sausages, and I put them in the air fryer, but the thing, I turned the dial, and it started ticking, but it didn't start cooking. I went, oh no. I said, oh, maybe it's a fuse. I'll look at it tomorrow. So I grabbed the plug, and I went, right, is it the fuse? And I just kind of took a moment just looking at the plug, going, this wasn't in the wall, was it? So, guys, it's okay. My air fryer is still alive. It's fine. It's good news. Edinburgh woman, compo face. Edinburgh woman living in graveyard sets up air raid siren in row with residents. Here's the compo face right there. She doesn't live in a graveyard. She lives next to a graveyard, but she is sick of people going to the graveyard all days of the week. So now when they open the gates to go in, an air raid siren goes off. Dare say it's enough to wake the dead, Polly.
Seems
so
like
she can't stand all of that mourning and crying at the graveyard she lives next to. Is that
too noisy? Yeah.
The walking around is too much.
Someone sat there crying, going like, "Oh, Howard, I miss you so much," and she's like, "Look, Gene, this is neither the time nor the place."
You try to think about how much of a bitch you have to sound like to say some shit like that. I can't stand where I live. It's so fucking loud and disruptive. Don't you live next to a fucking cemetery?
Dude, I would
but their loved ones come up and they quietly weep. All hours.
All the sound of rustling flowers.
On the carefully manicured lawn.
I would love to live next door to a graveyard, mate. That's got to be so peaceful.
I think it would be. I wouldn't have a particular misgiving about the fact that it was a graveyard. That wouldn't bother me at all.
No, not at all. No. I would. it's got to be very, very nice. I walk through graveyards all the time. If I can, like on the way to work or something, I'll be like, oh fuck, go on. Instead of going down the road and around the corner, I cut through the churchyard, for instance. And like this is in the middle of a city, but it's so far removed from a road. It's so quiet, and there's lots of trees, and there's birds singing, and yeah, all right, there's an old woman crying, but she's not there every day.
And they change out.
They do, yeah. Eventually, yeah. One day she doesn't show up.
There's an old woman in black, and then a different woman at a different gravestone in a slightly different color of black.
It's fashionable, isn't it?
And they bring different flowers.
Yeah, and then you pick up the flowers and give it to your wife. Another compo face. We paid thousands for a pool. All we got was a hole in our garden. This is a very expensive compo face right here. God bless you. Oh, we all feel so fucking sorry for you. It's a nice hole, though. I meant his wife. And on to our titular article. This episode of the AAA meeting number 381 is brought to you by the tagline, Nuclear Disarmament. Because how a Marine vet killed his stepfather with an atomic wedgie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did he tear his dick right off?
No, this is because there's different types of wedgies. This is one that I've only ever seen in cartoons. This is the one where you pull the underwear over the top of their head.
Sure.
Okay, right. So December 21st, 2013. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Marine Corps veteran Brad Lee Davis. His name is Brad Lee, not Bradley. Brad Lee. Learned this disturbing fact the hard way, or at least his stepfather did during a fight with the 58-year-old. He picked the old man up by his underwear and then pulled the undergarment's elastic band all the way over his head, which killed him, which led to a first-degree murder charge.
Oh, good God.
And a study by the National Institute of Health's first ever study on wedgies. So there's a silver lining.
Okay. There is.
Science marches proudly forward. All right.
Yeah, I mean, who gives a shit about fruit flies? We want fucking more wedgie-based studies.
I mean, it's not too much to ask for, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Not just wedgie, all sorts of taint questions out there that they haven't touched.
It's the current year, Polly. I mean, I can't believe we're having to ask for this. So he told his stepfather he's a bully. Things turned physical. His stepfather got up, tried to punch him, but, he's a Marine. So he easily overcame his stepfather's attack, leaving the older man on the floor. That is when he decided to add insult to injury. While he was still on the ground, he pulled up the old man's underwear. A traditional wedgie. Oh my God. Thank you for putting that in, Yahoo News. He then went the extra mile, pulling the elastic band of the underwear up over the man's head. He then took a photo of the incident. Somehow, however, the band made its way around his neck, cutting off his air supply and effectively strangling him. And you may now consider yourself newsed.
Okay.
Bit of an ending, wasn't it? So just be careful in future when it comes to giving your stepfather an atomic wedgie. Keep it above the chin, if at all possible. Should we have a couple of questions before we get out of here, boys? And
sure.
Girl? So, boy and girl. I'm sorry, Sinatra. Won't happen again.
Thank you.
People in the chat, if you have any questions for myself, Sinatra says, or Polydub, whack them in the chat, and we'll answer a couple before we leave. As the only game I have is Lou Bega. I've been a bit under the weather today, guys.
And it's like 8 o'clock.
I hear you.
No, that's it. No, it's. I mean, normally I would have. I didn't do a Twitch stream earlier because my head wasn't in it. But it was meant to be Detroit Becoming Human on Monday. It was meant to be Macula Monday. So instead, it's going to be Wobot Wednesday. Tomorrow we will still do Track Tuesday. We'll be continuing with Subnautica, and instead of Harry Potter or Hogwarts Legacy on Wednesday, we'll be playing Detroit Become Human before the AAA meeting over on the Polybob channel. Sam Silent says, what was the underwear product? I mean, my God, right? That serves as a great fucking advertisement for fucking...
Yeah, unintentionally. Fruit of the Loom, full atomic wedgie. You didn't think it could happen?
I don't believe this. This is your liberty. This is your liberty. They've mugged us off, ain't they? We've been mugged off by the Klingons.
Mugs. They've mugged us right off. You're going to have...
Atto through 1966 with no message. Thank you very much, Atto. Very kind of you. And one of my favourite donation notifications. For elastic so strong it can kill your stepfather. Fucking fantastic. Slim Johnson says, is a hot dog a sandwich?
I actually think it's okay to define one as such, but it's not.
No,
If you call it a sandwich, it sort of makes the point.
It's a hot dog. I think
Yeah,
a lot
I
of this can
think,
be solved, you know?
I think it is its own thing.
Yeah, it's a hot dog. It's just, yeah, fine. Zach
Is
says,
your sandwich meat coming in tubular form? If it is, then you don't have a sandwich. You got a hot dog.
I mean, it's not even a sausage, is it? It's a Frank.
A hot dog.
It's a hot dog, goddammit, yeah. So, yeah, I think it's his own element, and it deserves its space on the periodic table.
Agreed.
Oh, Sinatra, have you got anything for us?
Yeah, I have a video going up on the Sin and Sash channel. Go ahead and check that out.
Excellent. Polly, I don't suppose you did a noir bar, did you?
No.
Besides Friday's AAA, that is.
Oh my God. You heard the state I was in, the absolute state I was in at the end of that. No, I couldn't.
No, that's fair enough. My favourite bit about that
together.
was right at the end. No, there is more. My favourite bit about that was right at the end when we went offline and Sam went, "Oh, Polly, only 1 hour till Noir Bar," and you were like, "Fuck off." No. No. Cougar Knife says,
no.
Cougar Knife says, "Do British people have taints?" Of course we have taints. Why don't you think I come up with all the bullshit I say? Spoofers suggest that a hot dog is a taco, which I think is actually just dumb, and you're dumb.
Yeah.
You're dumb.
Okay, well, hold on now. Think about this, and you're an American. What if
I'm
cornbread?
He's transatlantic.
Yeah, okay. Trans-American that you are. What if it's a cornbread hot dog bun? That's getting pretty close to think about it.
I mean, if we decided, and we did, that vegetarian sausages are not considered sausages because they are under 55% meat, then a vegetarian hot dog definitely isn't even a hot dog.
No, that's fair.
But then a beef hot dog, is that still a beef? Is that a hot dog? The ones you get from
Is that
Costco.
a beef?
Is that a beef?
What, is a beef hot dog beef?
No, is a beef hot dog a hot dog?
Yeah. As opposed to what? A pork hot dog?
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't occur to me that it wouldn't have been. Like, I would imagine that a turkey hot dog, which I've seen, are... Yeah, why is that not a hot dog?
It's not
white
rhetorical.
and weird, but sure.
I'm genuinely asking, because, I mean, the hot dog authority falls solely on the American shoulders.
A responsibility I am happy to accept.
That's absolutely fine with me. And speaking of responsibilities,
I like hot dogs.
Let's check the old bingo card here. Chat, you win the game. Hold on. Way.
Yeah.
Knuckles pulled up in more than 2 minutes of unrelated banter pass. No, we lingered at the end of articles, but we didn't linger at the beginning. Awkward dead air did just happen. Polly didn't say anything retarded, which is fine. There was no stupidly loud engine in the background. Technical difficulties were fine. No bots. The bots have forgiven me. No gun talk. No man. No Polly rant. No shenanigans. Sinatra did not burp. No one went for a wee. The news did go way over time, so I'll give you that one there, guys. Did I make a terrible pun? There was something about ducks and bills earlier on. Go on. Just to be fair. No racism. The show has gone on for 2+ hours. We'll give it that. We don't need editors. And no police ambulance siren in the background, which means, unfortunately, tonight, guys, nobody's getting laid. Me especially. But it doesn't matter, because now this is the end of the AAA meeting. However, if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go shoving ducklings down your pants just yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polydub channel at 10:30pm GMT, 5:30pm ST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30am on Christmas Island with news, games, and banter that will make you literally die. Tomorrow, you can find me over at twitch.tv/drunkleplays for some epic gameage. And hey, if you've not been there before, there's still a shit ton of shit for you to... There's like fucking 30+ hours of content on there for you right now. So if you're not following, make sure you do. And while you're there, make sure to drop a follow for Sinatra_says and Polly_dub. But if it's way past your bed... That is it, that's him! If it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the wonderful, wonderful donations. The best goddamn chat online. Thank you to my wonderful co-hosts. And don't give out fatal atomic wedgies.
Just kick him in the balls and get it over with.
And then drill holes.
Just call it a day there.
Drill holes to counteract the buoyancy.